Another genocide is loading in Nigeria against Ndigbo. But this time around, I now have sponsor only in Nigeria, some parts of African nation, and they sell this thing. And then they push this genocide. A set of people na Yoruba land, a very dangerous set of people. Adiana Libu, and when IPOP, when Mosop, which are activities the 1 month. Adiana Niger Delta, and when militants, Adiana Grounds, and when a hard river, and when Boko Haram and the rest of them. Indiana Yoruba land, then when mob stars, gangsters, on here when a Yoruba land. And only clear to these gangsters and mob stars, who our current president, President Ahmed Tinubu, with the leader of these gangsters na Yoruba land. Not all Yoruba, these gangsters, some well-meaning Yoruba men detest these gangsters, and even some well-meaning Yoruba men, these gangsters I had, they attack them as well. Now, he came where our president now take over Lagos, balance, capture Lagos as his stronghold. He has sponsored this ethnic hatred in Yoruba land, in Lagos to be precise, and now he is selling it. Came where the founding fathers of APC were Boko Haram and these gangsters na Yoruba land all have from APC, and one of their one of their main aim is to continue the civil war in disguise. As anyone wundi bo makana ha mana ndi hakwado oga sandi igbo kwado ha ga alunwa, so in disguise ka ha ji we kwado oga now sponsor this genocide, and their plan wo ha dia ha bruzo meba wo ba ndame were ko rezo militant bi egbe ba ga jide ndị mmadụ na agba na sack ndị mmadụ, so ya chọrọ ime mgba ha sack cha ndị igbo take over Igbo land, ha bido the genocide in the rest of Nigeria. And again, how actually made here in such a way that other African nations they are joining. They try to push it in South Africa, where is one year on a platform. When you're Gwande, South Africa, I will send you, non deep when you're so good. The South Africa, you didn't work. But I think on our work, because for some time now, they have been pushing this narrative. And Ghana. And now, when one small opportunity, one small loophole, Nagana, now, when I hear Nagana. So I am this video now. This is the time to wake up. Ndị Igbo na Lagos, so I need to we have no law. Kailota no law. Push your security no law to protect ourselves. Where can you allow? I will never go. I want I want it here and a load on look and a load. Ndị Igbo in 1966, that was far cry. I got one here because number one, I own a Lagos are the organized. Outside the organized. You know, when they get on down, when I can assure you, your body is more just 1,000 Yoruba people. How they butcher over 5 million people on a level because I had to prepared. Okay, roll by where Bob Naibi. Happy Kenyan here was politics, not going to end the politics. Kaiji call no, Hane so one quadro. Also, the Kibayabu, Obodo Equal me have raise on ego. Na Lagos, Obodonile me meeting. Ndị banya cases he can Lagos na-enwe ihe ha na-eme akashiri ihe ike. Ha lọta n'ụlọ, wepụta na ezigbo ego 150,000 naira kwa ndị mmadụ. Ọ bụrụ na and a ga-enwe constant security, unu chọọ iti bandit a. Anyị hazi onwe anyị enwe ihe ha riri meri nwa anyị. Ọ bụrụ na enwe ike itinye security, morning, afternoon, night, enough, ndị ana patrol the whole village. I can assure you, ihe ndị a na-eme agaghị eme. Ọ gaala gba bọmbụ na Eko Baheze, ekwuo nke ahụ. A gaala na arọ ndị ọzọ kịta gbuo ndị mmadụ, ọ na-akagba nkịtị. Ọnwụ na ọ na-elite amara ihe unu mere onwe unu. 1966 we be a far cry to ihe ga-eme anyị. Ndewo.
White to the white. Oh, we want to be the radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station. You're listening to this is Radio Biafra.
All right, Da Lolo. Thank you very much. The information you have given the message out on the You know, I don't know what is wrong with you people. And when I look at it, it's so funny because this keeps reminding me, bringing my mind back to what happened during the last program. I was a young man. I was aware. In fact, I finished high school in 1965, so that would tell you I was not really a baby. I followed it up. My dad was living in Yola at the time. The killing. The funny thing about this whole thing is that anybody who is not a Fulani person or Hausa person, nobody's going to leave you alone. They're going to kill you. When the killer is coming, nobody will ask you where you're from. They know you from your face, no matter how much you try to pretend to be them. I remember my father, when my mother was like, when are you coming back? Everybody's coming. Because no, we are friends. So, okay. Now, when it happened, he came back, a civil servant, senior civil servant, to say that, came back with slippers, 2 different colors on his leg. And the first question my mother asked, Kiremaka, or you gave Ezende, or you gave one day, see, I don't want that one. That one is history because only on our own way. It is going to happen. If you sit down there and think it's going to Igbo people, you are Igbo. Anybody from Southeast is Igbo, whether you like it, you don't like it, from Akwa Ibom, you're from Izon, you're from Shekiri, you're from that, you are Igbo. For them, you are Nyamini. Let me use their language. Nyamini, that's what they call you. And when they start killing, they are not they don't have time for you to sit there. Please, they are planning it. They are dividing it. What this woman have just said is an absolute truth. They are trying to get other nations in Africa involved. That's why somebody is saying this one, even if they give me 1 million, I will not cross the River Niger. We're not interested in whether you're crossing it or not. Our people should wake up and make sure that they get prepared for this doom that is coming, because it's going to be a Christmas, it's going to be a joke compared to what happened in 1966. All right, let me see if I can take call before I go. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah. Thank you, Mazi Peters. Good afternoon from here, and thank you for having me, and thank you for your program. Mazi, I thought that today is for Australia.
Yes, they finished. So no problem. We just took over.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you for having me, Mazi. See, let me just say something here. Mazi, my name is Mazi Magabuchi. Mazi, what I want to say here, you see, there's opportunity that will happen, and some people will utilize it and make use of it. And there's opportunity that will happen, delay. There's something they say, delay is dangerous. Why am I saying this, Mazi? I know that we never stop talking about the dead Buhari. Mazi, I will tell you how Yoruba people benefit from this saga of dead Buhari issue, and we did not gain anything on it. Mazi, do you know that this dead Buhari, when he died 2017, when everybody know about it, our people, because of fear, most of them know. I will count most of them that know about it. Okoro also know it. Ngige know that Buhari is no more. Chibika Amechi know that Ngige is no more. But all of them just keep quiet because the crop they are getting from Fulani, they don't want to die. They don't want anything to do them. But Yoruba people use the initiative and get something from it. Mazi, do you know that it's because of this dead Buhari make a Tinubu push to recognize the date of Abiola, 12th of June, to be recognized in Nigeria to be a democracy day? It's because of this dead Buhari. Because Tinubu push it and tell them, now that things is going like this, I must achieve something from it. And he achieved it. Now they recognize the death of Abiola, 12th, or is it today Abiola died? They recognize it 12th of June to be a democracy day in Nigeria. They say it's the day democracy begin to reign in Nigeria. Can you believe that? This is what the Yoruba people have gained because of death of Buhari. But we just keep quiet, be silent, say we no one die. Mazi, do you know that Tinubu, because of that death of Buhari, when Tinubu is parking Helios van that bringing money to his house, taking money from his house, dumping money to his house, Mazi, EFCC never invite Buhari for Tinubu for one day. EFCC never called Tinubu, say, what is happening? Why Bullion Van is bringing, is when Tinubu is preparing for election. He's loading money to his house, taking Bullion Van. Nobody questioned him because Tinubu hold him in a bad place. Tinubu know what he is doing. Because of this, he gained from it, and we did not gain anything. Because of this dead Buhari, Mazi, do you know that is the one of the reasons made them release Igboho in time? Igboho did not spend much time in prison because of this dead Buhari, because Tinubu know. Tinubu go there, Obasanjo go there, all top these people that know what happened. They go there, they tell Fulani, leave our son alone. If not, we will expose it. And now they agree, they leave it. Mazi, do you know that it's because of dead Buhari make Tinubu today to be a president of Nigeria? Tinubu tell them, he say, Emiloko, it's my turn. This is what we discuss. If you don't want it, then I will scatter Nigeria. They know that the man is not playing. The man is serious. He say, Emiloko, it's my turn. If he must give it to me, that's what we discuss. Even before the election, before the vote, he tell people, he tell Nigeria, he say, no matter whatever you do, no matter how you struggle, I must win this election. That's what he said. He said, it doesn't matter whatever you do, I must win it. Because they have agreed and sealed it. It's because of dead Buhari. Mazi, do you see how they benefit from this dead Buhari and we don't benefit anything? When it happened to Ukura, so what happened? He bowed down, praying to God. God, don't let them kill me. God, save me, save my family. God, but you know the truth. You are hiding the truth. Now it's too late. We are not getting anything. Mazi, you know that if not our sister, Dora Akonyere, when he exposed the death of Yaradua, our brother, good Lord Jonathan, will not be a president. Do you see how we came from that side? Because if this our sister exposed it, make our brother Jonathan to become a president. If to say these people agree for our leader, when our leader is hammering this thing, they say it's a conspiracy theory. They say it's a fallacy. They say it's not true. Now, do you see how Yoruba utilize the opportunity and get many things from their side? And we never get anything. Everybody is just shivering. I don't want Fulani to come to me because they know that they are having a skeleton in their cupboard. Everybody's afraid. Nobody. Mas, we will not look into these politicians. Mas, even, let me say this. You know that our brother Peter Obi knows that Tinubu is dead. But you don't want to say it. He wants to be a president tomorrow. Yeah. Let me see how Fulani will give him the presidency. Let me see how it will go. They will never. Mas, you see, our people, I don't know what's wrong with them. Dora Akonyere, I take the risk. I know that it costs his life. It costs our life. But today, because of that, make our brother Kulojana to be a president. And our people just selfishly doing something else, believing that the crop will fall, they will pick up. That's what they are doing. Mas, if we will not stop this, is this agitation? That's only the way out. Is it this Biafran they are asking for? Mas, as our brother Jonathan said, if we stop this, Mas, the wars are about to happen to us, and we will not stop it.
Yes.
Mas, that's what I want to say here.
All right, Dewo, thank you very much for your call. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. The point is, everything you said is very correct. But you know something, you can never win in the end. You can never start something that is not right, and eventually you think you're going to benefit from it. No. We are only warning our people, not just the Igbo people, not the Igbo-speaking Biafrans. Every single person who is not from Yoruba land, who is not from Hausa land, they stand a chance of mowing you to death. The genocide is going to happen. It is not just a matter of time. It is going to, obviously, they are planning it. This plan this time is not even, the one that they did before was just in the north. It was just northern Nigeria. Now they are trying to sell this idea to other African countries. They are. And somebody will say, hey, I'm from Uguta, I'm from Izo, I'm Ijaman, I'm from Yenagoa, I'm not Igbo. You are foolish, you are stupid. including Asari Dokubo. All of you are foolish. You think they're not going to come for you? They will come for you. If you have an ace, these people, what does Fulani understand? Let me give you this. If he is a thief and you've caught him stealing, come out and say it, because he's going to use that as a chipping bargain against you. This is what our brother was just saying. They all know that Buhari died. But none of them is bold enough. None of our people. So the ones that know, they know that they know. So it's okay. Me, I know say this man not there alive. So if you don't make me president, I'm going to open up. The Igbo man will only pray. May God save me and save my family. Don't worry. You get it. You will not escape it. It's just a matter of time. The only thing I am trying to say is that those who think that because they don't speak Igbo as Biafrans, that they are safe, you are not safe. Because there is no difference between you and them when you are Yamiri. Yamiri is Yamiri. No matter what. Ofemman is Ofemman. At last we call the Yoruba people, they call you Okoro. Okoro, the difference, there's no difference. He does not really know that there's Okoro from Yenogua. There's Okoro from Akwa Ibom. There's Okoro that is Calabar. All of you are Okoro. When the genocide will start, it will start. I was telling you a story of my old man, bless his soul. The same thing happened when the killing was going on. He was in Yola. He will not come back because, according to him, the prince of Yola, he's his friend, bottom friend, that they play together and they do everything together. Okay. But when the program started, he couldn't even find the prince himself because everybody was running for his life. Because the people that will kill you are the people that know you. You can pretend all you want that you're from you are not from Igbo. They know. You can speak Hausa and be very fluent in it, dress like them, do everything like them, talk like them. There are people, kids that were born there, that have not even crossed to Igbo land. They were all massacred. So now they are selling it to the countries that want to listen. That somebody says he wants to create Igbo community. He said Ezendi Igbo. He didn't say Ezende Ghana. He said Ezendi Igbo. Even though for us, that thing doesn't make any sense but that's what he chooses. And that's the name he has chosen. He never went there to take Ghana. And first of all, when you talk about land, who takes your land? How can you take a land? Land is there already, developed. The man that's going to lose in the end is the man that developed the land. He's the one that's going to lose because there's no way, you're not going to carry the land anyway. They come, you sell your land to them, they develop it, then all of a sudden, oh, he wants to take our land. This is our land. It is your land. The land will always be yours. There's no way anybody's going to be able to take land. How? How? Even if you want to build a mansion on the land, it is still in Ghana. It's not built in Igbo land, but they are pushing this narrative. The moment they say Nigeria must go, no, Igbo must go. Na Igbo, then be the problem. Igbo is not even Nigerians. They are Biafrans. He didn't say Biafra will go. He said Igbo will go. Somebody is pushing this narrative and trying to get them involved in the genocide. I was listening to a program when I think the people in South Africa, somebody said, all the people, all the trouble in Igbo land, all the trouble in Nigeria is being caused by the Igbos, telling them that Igbo people are bad people, they are going to kill. The man says, shut up. You can't come here and tell us that kind of thing. Don't come to Ghana, don't come to South Africa and tell us what to do. Nobody heard that. But it was open. It was an open broadcast. I heard it myself. So anybody who thinks that out there that he is safe, and I am not Igbo, I am not Igbo, I am Ikwere, I am not Igbo, I am Yenagoa, you are fooling yourself. When that time comes, believe me sincerely, you no go find your trouser if you run out naked. And it's going to happen. If you think it's not going to happen, if you think it's a joke, keep on joking about it, but it's going to eventually happen. Because they are selling it, the narrative is going out there, they are selling. There's nothing wrong with we, the Igbo people. If you think that we are going to be able to come out and start killing all of you, no, it will never happen. But you know something? We are too resolute. Believe me sincerely, what we will do when the day starts, You will see it. Yesterday, I saw somebody, they said Igbo man is buying some acres of land in Yoruba land. It's okay. Like I said before, no matter what you buy, it will always remain there. The land is something that does not move. It's not a movable commodity. So that thing that you buy there remains there in your land. So why should it be a problem for anybody? I feel sorry for you that's going to buy. I feel very sorry for you because you are not thinking. If you think, if you have your mind to think. And he's talking about P2B. P2B knows very well that Buhari is dead. That Buhari died long time ago. Do you tell me he doesn't know? Some of them, try to pretend as if they don't know. It doesn't look like they are stupid. You are not stupid. You're just not, you don't have the balls to speak it the way it is. We are not going to stop. If they think that all these things they are doing is going to stop us from acquiring or getting Biafra, my dear brother, they should. Anybody who excel in the end, well, good luck to you. That's all we can say. All right, we finally come to the end of today's broadcast. My name is Mazi Iyke Peters. I hope that you stay tuned because Mazi loves you is still coming in. Radio Biafra is on 247. Make your contribution to what we are doing. It is to our betterment. Lolo said something very important. There are so many of our kids out there in diaspora who are not really strong financially. They are not really making anything out there. Bring them back to your community and make them vigilantes. Make them vigilante. Pay them salary, not just saying vigilante. No. If you come in there, pay them 100,000 a month or 150,000 naira every month, they will be able to secure your community. And they will strangers and they are strangers. But don't go and bring people from other communities to come to your community to make the vigilante thing. It's not going to work. If you have your Obe, get the people there. Most of them are in diaspora doing nothing. They're crossing the desert because they want to go overseas. Why do they want to do all this? Because they have no job. If you create something for them that will make them stay at home, it will be beneficial to them and it will be beneficial to you and the entire community. Think about this. Not just paying them peanuts. Get them out in the city because most of them, like go to Lagos, you see some of them hanging around, they have no home, they have no place to stay, they are sleeping with their friends, there are about 6-7 of them living in a 12 by 12 apartment. In fact, there was one that I went, to be honest with you, I wouldn't tell his name. But in his living room, the living room where I sat down, that's the only place that he has. It's like a store. There are about 4 of them living there, and there's a gutter that passes under his living room. I'm telling you, the place stinks and smells. But these are people that back home at least you will get a place. You get a home, you get a place at home for God's sake, where you will live and be comfortable. So our people should please, those of you that are financially okay, go up to the city and offer them the job. Let them come back, pay their transport, bring them back to your community. Let them join the local vigilante and pay them salary. That's the important thing. So that they will be able to go to the bushes and combat this because they are there. And for those who think that Anambra State or Imo State or Southeast is very unsafe, good luck to you. Stay away from our state. Go and stay in the north. Stay in Middle Belt or wherever you want to stay. Because we know that you're lying to yourself that our region is not as unsafe as you think. Alright, with this, I've turned down the phone lines, so we're not going to take any more calls at this time. But don't forget that tomorrow is another day. We'll come back together and still talk about us. Don't fail. If you want to make contribution to our safety, we have the IPOB, we have the ESN, Eastern Security Network, created by our leader, Mazi Iyke Peters. They are there with need money to feed them, we need money to take care of them.
Welcome to IPOB.
Deception, hypocrisy, that comes to that.
What about other factors, other issues we are facing?
Talking about greening.
What about those? We look at them, and you talk about Mazi Iyke Peters and the situation in the country. Let's hear this.
And criminals in robes have completely destroyed Nigeria. They loot by day and bribe by night. They act as if Nigeria is their private property. And what did most Nigerians do? Nothing. We folded our arms. We watched in silence. That silence ends now. Enough of the fear. Enough of pretending everything is normal. Let's start naming and shaming the people bleeding this country dry. The criminal tribunal, the appeal court, and the 5 Supreme Court judges who took bribes to install that illiterate in Edo State should be named and shamed publicly. They installed a man who can't lead, can't think, can't even speak with clarity. A political errand boy disguised as a governor. We must start exposing them loudly, consistently, shamelessly, on the streets, on social media. We must also expose them in churches, in mosques, and in markets. Call them by name, show their faces. They must not sleep in peace while Nigerians suffer in silence. Let the message be clear. We will not be ruled by fraud. Nigeria belongs to all of us, not just the greedy politicians, corrupt judges who give fake rulings in midnight courtrooms. These judges, yes, we are calling them out. They are not just harming our democracy. They are touching the future of our children. Every stolen election, every sham ruling, every bribe they collect leaves a deeper wound on this country. Fellow Nigerians, enough with the fear. The revolution starts now by calling out the fake judges and the politicians backing them.
Yes. Calling them out. They are the ones. They are the ones. They are the ones that leave the country the way it is. But where are the voices? Where are the voices of those that are supposed to be heard? They are not speaking. When you look at all these things we are talking about, Mazi Iyke Peters is the key for justice. Release him. Release Mazi Iyke Peters. When you talk about justice, that's what it's all about. Justice. Do unto me that which I deserve. And stop punishing me for a crime I did not commit because I am an Igbo man. That is what they are doing to Ndi Igbo. Through Mazi Iyke Peters, I want us to understand that. And when people come to deceive you, to hate yourself, they lie, they pitch you against your own fellow person, your own brothers, your own sisters. You agree with them. That is wrong. And when you talk about peace, you don't talk about war. Because when you do that, you inflict pain on people. And you come in the world and look at the world and you talk about the world's peace. A world body that cannot implement any peaceful resolution. It is those that are selected, those that are on the same curriculum with them, that enjoy the peace. They sit. It's like a career. Every day they sit. And they are making decisions. Yesterday I mentioned to you about Ruben Abati. Before then Ngwa shows up, I will read you what Ruben Abati said. so that you. The civil war in this country has never ended. As such, the North will not buy into the one-time idea being proposed by Peter Obi. He echoed a sentiment that resonates deeply with the lived experience of millions of Nigerians, especially the Igbo people. This is not a mere metaphor. It is a historical truth that continues to manifest in the political, economic, and social architecture of Nigeria. Those who dismiss this assertion should pause and reflect on the trajectory of Nigeria's post-war history and the structural marginalization that the Igbo nation has endured for over 5 decades, since the guns supposedly went silent in January 1970. The reality is stark. The war ended on paper, but its consequences still bleed into the very fabric of Nigeria's governance and power distribution. The marginalization of the Igbo people did not begin yesterday. It is anchored in deliberate policies designed after the Civil War to weaken and diminish a people who dare to assert their right to self-determination. The infamous 20 pounds policy, where Igbo families, regardless of the millions they had in a Nigerian bank before the war, were reduced to a mere 20 pounds after the war, was the first open declaration that reconciliation was a farce. This was firstly followed by the indigenization decree in 1972, which opened the door for Nigerians to buy shares of foreign companies, but for Igbos, who were economically strangled, dispossessed, and stripped of resources, this means permanent exclusion from the commanding heights of Nigeria's economy. These policies were not coincidental. They were calculated to perpetuate the consequences of defeat long and after the battlefield was quiet. Fast forward to today, the evidence of structural bias remains overwhelmingly present. Key political positions at the national level are deliberately skewed away from the Southeast. In over 60 years of Nigeria's independence, the presidency has rotated between North and South, Southwest, leaving Southeast permanently on the margins of national leadership. The Igbo man's aspiration for the presidency has become a mirage. It is indeed easier for an elephant to pass through the eye of the needle than for an Igbo man to become president under this present structure. This is the hard reality, which may sound strange to those who chose it. There was a case I mentioned to you yesterday. The recent exclusionary policy. Deputy Controller General B.A.U. Nwafo, an accomplished officer of the Anambra Extraction, stood next to line to succeed the current Controller General of Nigerian Customs Service, Bashir Adewale Adeniyi. Her track record was impeccable, marked by discipline, diligence, and distinction. Yet, in a move that reeks of systematic injustice, the presidency extended Adeniyi's tenure by 1 year effectively, blocking Nwafo from ever reaching the pinnacle of her career. She will retire next year without attaining the office she merited, not because of incompetence or corruption, but because the civil war has never ended in Nigeria. What is it that we don't understand? What is it? What other explanation do we need? We don't belong in Nigeria. We don't belong there. The policies are still there, and they will continue. They will continue until we say enough is enough. Those are the policies. You will not attend that post, and next year you will retire. Go and serve Nigeria and come back disgraced. That prophecy by our leader, Mazi Iyke, still exists. It is there. It is there. We are waiting for Ndengwa. They are coming in now. So, this is Radio Biafra USA. We are live and direct. When we speak to our people, we tell you the truth. The policy they are implementing extends to IPOB. We will never let you achieve your goal. And that is part and parcel of their plan. Mazi Iyke, welcome. The moment where are you going?
And the Canada more about Canadi, Lamo. The guy is very much more told it than Magari. Lamo come to our share. And I got a hospital. And you know, I don't know why I got a little more about the Lamo. Magaria Wayondo, asking Ulu not to live. Or talk to woman, he or man, I also man among them. The moment that they learning good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to some of you. The Magari, only one in the Biafran, Asimu Pojita, Yamado, Yamado in Dama, Yamado, 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 then all them, Yamana and Mali, Olazo, One, Yaraki, Olazo, Asimu in the kind of Labella. Tabron Beda, Mone, gave a Dani, Good Condano, Beda, Chin, Little Gabon, and the Mimu, the King of the Biafra. Any more to share more. Lord, they do not be like all. I don't know.
Line dropped. As usual, that's what to expect from them. That's the network. Go ahead. Biafra, you go say Takora, Trai, Taga Yagua to see me, Bagay Basara each and one way. Last love I for my he called long and we made one. One day, when the guys were back and one fish will have all when I need him, he did me long as a form, what do we, okay, Basay. Landeka is Laman Pagas Landrum Negile de Karu to Ilania going to Atom, they go over Islam Manin Demon, Mabasa for Laki, Basa Laki, Basa Lee, Basa Laki. One day go can be one to Aran or Labi Megini in the Valley Mahan Demon. In Opalama, I think that Abaki, Pira and Agaragari, the Pali. Is it all? The way I don't really, Makalahani, I don't have fast. Avoid which I am on the guys to really, or we are crazy one feet all of the same, but a friend like him was aging Muruana, or who aging me in green dark in Gozo. My daughter to move the water to opera Pafula, or to turn the Alala Inca. When they came to remember. The guy in Bani Africa to the biological. Before me, Zabayima, I made a criminal alliance in the guy, I'm going to be about to. When I saw is a Jew, Abiam, Malite,
isi nke ndụ ngalaba ga-eji soro amama macha nwanne otu onye Alpha and Omega, omnipotent, omniscient, and omnipresent. Ọbụna na-enweta nwata n'iwe papa nwa agbakọrọ ọrụ n'oge na-awara ụgba dejisi ụmụnna anyị niile dejisi ije nwa n'ọnwa anyị ọkpara ije ndị mgbụla ga-agbala gaa ka ọma ọ gaghị edula atọ nke a na-egetere anyị azụ ọmadụ mere ama dejisi ụmụnna anyị niile ndị ji izu obodo a ga-eja si biko onye nwe m bịara anyị aka ịkwala ka ọkụ anyị n'ụlọ ụzọ ịkwala ka ndị ụwa jụọ nsị enweghị ebicha anyị ọbụla ịkwala ka anyị gbachaa mgbanwe ọdụ ada nwaanyị ịkwala ụwa jụọ anyị were ebicha anyị ịkwala ka ndị iro anyị chi anyị ọjọ ịkwala ka ndị ara esi ọgba mgbara wa agbarịgbara uwe mee ka akwa niile anyị ndị ife tọọ onye anyị mee ka akwa niile anyị ndị ibe tọọ onye anyị biko onye rigbarị mere ọrụ ya mere ụmụ amara ịkpọ ọbụla dịrị ụmụnna anyị niile ndị nọ n'ụlọ nga dị iche iche ọbụla mgbe onye isi anyị bụ Maazị Nnamdị Kanụ eluigwe ọnọdụ ọnọdụ ya ọfụ ndị mmadụ ga-eji ya dafọdụ akpatewe ndị amaala m na ihe dị iche iche iji anyị nọ n'ime ya gosi ụmụ gosi ụmụ ama m n'afịrị iji agwụ mgbe ike kwuru dibịa nke ụwa n'ihi nke ọ ga-aka ala omeme a na-aga n'ụlọikpe kpocha adịghị ihe ahụ na a ga-eji ewede eme ọfọdụ ụfọdụ akpa papa mmadụ arụ ọsị biko bịa bụ emere ụmụ ya mara na adịghị chọrọ anyị ndị ife adịghị chọrọ anyị ndị ịza ahụ ele abụ ụgbọ onye mbụ Chukwu okike abịa ma papa anyị na-arịọ gị sị gị biko bịa kwara ihe ụkwụ anyị n'azụ dịkwa ndị enyefu ọrụ ala aka ndị isi ya so ụdị kwụ ụgbọ na ma-abịa mbụ ndị Director Head of State na-agaghị ewede efuruwe onye ezi omume emdere ọgụ ịdị n'otu amara niile isi ọtụtụ ndị igwe n'ọnụ nkwọnwe ka tinka ka ọkpana ọgbagbo obi ndị dị otu a ịkpara mere ama niile isi ịkpụlasị ka enweghị mmụọ ịda mba ịkpụlasị ka enweghị mmụọ iju oyi onye ezi omume ka mmụọ obodo akara ọkụ mgbalile mee ka amata wela ọ dị ebe anyị na-aga obi ndị agba ndị aghọọla instrument ọhịa ekwensu jikwara ngwa ọhụ ama m na ha ite ndị a n'ihu nkele adịghị anya ma na-arịrị onye ezi omume dịkwa ọbụladịdị dị mara ozi mmanya na-abụ nna nna dịkwa ya aka nyekwa ya amara dịka ọnọdụ jikwa ikele iche dịkwa ọtụtụ ndị ọdụkwa ọbụla bụ onye ndị bụ ikpe onye ezi omume agba afụfụ afụla ike onye ezi omume mmadụ asị ga-abịanyere m aka na ụmụnne anyị ndị ka ọdụkwe la anyị gara la anyị bụ onye ezi omume ma ndị ke nkata ma ndị ke nla gagafụ onye ezi omume mmadụ asị dịkwa mgbekwu niile ụmụ Biafra niile ga-abịanyere anyị aka kwụchite anyị nchekwa anyị anyị dịrị amara na ama dị isi ya anyị dịrị amara n'agaghị onye ezi omume ka mgbe ikpeazụ ka akwa na niile anyị dị igbe tọọrọ anyị ọchị ọchịcha niile kwa na-adịgwa ịcha na kemgbe na ndị iro anyị niile titinye n'ọnọdụ ihere ndị ala mba kwere gị ime karịa ka m si ọ na-ahụ nwa Chukwu okike abịa n'ọtụtụ ndị chọrọ ime anyị ikpe ọtụtụ ndị chọrọ ime anyị ikpe ukpere anyị na-ekpere isi naanị ka anyị hafụ ikwu ụfọdụ chọrọ iji anụ sọbịa anyị oluwa anyị hapụ ịdị kwukwuta ịdị ekpedisi naanị anyị ghọọ alịka ọbụtụ ime ọbụla ọtụtụ ụmụnna anyị chọrọ ime anyị mana Chineke eri ekwute otu ahụ. Onye Igbo nne ga-anyị tụndịka anyị ndị agwara m ụlọ izu ụka gara aga na anyị mbịatakwa dịka mgbagbu oge na-adịghị anya ihe anyị nwe nke ịnọchi ndị chọrọ inwe ndị ọnụ na anyị ndị ime wee dị ya oge na-adịghị anya anyị ga-enweta akara ekwentị anyị ọ ga-abụ only on WhatsApp. I think so, yes, it should be on WhatsApp because ọtụtụ ndị dị ike anyị kwuru community radio. So then that means I get only on WhatsApp for those that have network. And the guy I don't know much time. I don't know how that they could care. I don't know how that will not work at one kind. And I need to that and believe them to make each one on one. La all of them la abuojo umunani di bagede jojo bulandai la ukula jumu futaro sibilisho umi wali mdi jime tumuma aho ngurani le asla ande bises boila mayani le oboni shesre film ho ge kotaite inde ngwai diluse la mama takre ma hele dasabo adikele man Oni utamhila undi kwani ani di ngwangwa ichefu ọnọdụani watu mkọmekani mwedi taruzi bekee ye bichara ya ekpere ya sị nna ya adọsị adịghị ịgachi obodo ndọdọ chetakwa ebe ihe fụtara dịla anya ebe ịgachi dịla anya lekwa anya ebe ihe dagachi ebe ịgachi mana na ịlọrọ baladị mgbe gị nụba gịdị iche tụrụ gị ma na ebe iche n'iche ozi bekee n'ije ọhụụ n'igwe ga-alarịkwa mgbe gị nọdụ ube a gị megene gị lọrọ bekwuru ndị iche metụrụ ma ndọkpụbere ọtụtụ ụmụnna anyị nwere dịka anyị laa n'ụlọ anyị gbara anyị n'obodo niile dị iche iche ọkụ ichefu ladị ebe ihe gawa ebe ahụ ịgachi ebe ahụ ị nọ ọkụrịla ahụ ụgbọala ihe n'ụba onye ahụ mụrụ nwa ahụrụ ya nga dị ebe ahụ ya ọ dị mkpa na onye ọbụla gị ide cheta ibu ihe fụta ndị Igbo abụ ndị na-eji ahụ nwa ọbụla eji ahụ ọbụla ndị Igbo abụghị isu nwa ọbụla ahụrụ oboliliwe no is never be Igbo culture ndị Igbo nwere ebe ihe wefụta ndị ka anyị si dị fumbe pradịlị iche adịghịla amaghị ụzọ ọkata bịa that is the life of ndị Igbo adịghị onye Igbo ọbụla lamaghị village lamaghị Igbo bịa ọkụ ndị Igbo mgborigo ndị leda anụrụ asị anyị gadị n'ụlọ ụlọ asị ịdịkwado ịgado ụlọ ọ ga-adị mwute m na ọtụtụ ndị Igbo anyị n'ụbọchị taa bụ ndị lechefuru ụlọwe ọtụtụ amaghị ụlọwe ọtụtụ ahụ ịkọtatụ ọtụtụ egwuregwu ndị agba isu nne ọbụla ahụ nwere ọ ga-agba iliwe ndị ka anyị gbahụ ụlọ eji mara ndị Igbo ọbịa mere m ji na-eti mkpu dị mkpu ya bifo maazị na egbugbo ya bifo na wee ọma anyị gwere anya nlego anya ala ka ọma ka ọma ọnọdụ anyị n'obodo ndị anyị n'ụlọ akụ nọ it is only ọhụrụ anyị onye Igbo onye bilivu lakwa Naịjirịa ndị gọdị bilivu ya obodo niile ndị nna anyị n'akụkụ ebe anyị gara aga nọ sị ka anyị mezi obodo ebe a meme anyị ememe maka onye Igbo nkwere ọ nwere ọbụla n'ọgụ achọta ihe n'obodo na enyi imezi obodo ebe ahụ adị mma ihe obodo ebe adịla ọgụ ebe ụlọ ya maka ndị ka anyị kwere ebe ọbụla ya a ga-adị obi ikpelatara nwa ọbụla bụ ụlọ ọgbụ otu a ile anya ihe n'ime n'obodo ndị ọdụ mgbara anyị bụ ebe anyị zọba bụ n'ime ya ebe anyị nọdụ aga ọkụ dịka emebụkwa nna ndị obodo ndị Igbo ndị mgbe belata onye ga n'ụwa na-emechi mara ya nọ na nwa ọbụla dị nwere ọbụrụ otu ọrụ ndị ọdụ nwa ọbụla ego onye Igbo ọghọtaghala ya developa ụmụnne ya mee ntụ ebe a onye ọbụla fili relax anyị nọkwara ebe a niile anọtụkwa adajụ ndị Igbo ụka ndị ka ụka ya ọhụgịrị na oge niile mgbe anyị kwesịrị the line will kill by Mata, Ladi, Dani, as well as Chino. The guys are how lost of the we come my law, there is some money for Papa. I need him to Numana, how lost of Meludia, they can never recognize you. I didn't buy the week, as soon as you put out the women, but they are not later. How lost of way back, I'm all about to leg half all agreement deep one. And when I'm going to Limia, I did so to that is made that man deep to you. Mana to say, when I did for she or them made her a leave mana. When I did for she or them made her a leave mana. The good to that man to really. The ordinary Ganakina in to Parafoki, the Baganakina. Oh, was a near who got a meeting for the 3 of Ludumi. Le guardano che non dico che mi va, le vuoi che giù dei mendigo. Non mi amo. Ho pani già cani suraghi di me primi. Non dico, io non dico che lo voglio non mi amo. Lo pani già cani suraghi di me primi. The guys were listening to Maconia, doing Lama, Patana, Mala, believe I have a baby shadow mining. Not only winning Gagidi 1 year. Try the women are gonna pass a result of betrayal. Now, Una, as when you are a little lad, I have been made a mania in a long roll of that was a money position, or I go up over it. All I want to eat, in order to go to ya kutu hapo una ona pale biga ekwilandi mwana asinde ndi ba ojo ndi isni ye kori wande ọha le ko esi ikwuna ni zu kangara gasi una hwa na ndi milu kende na we Biafran and the Mazi Iyke Peters, Uma Gwera, make share, Talian Bakula. I didn't want to need woman in we are the sea. Also by the rent to win the more person. Also by a landlord with the Lama of the spy. No matter how good you are with your landlord, not when your rent is expired. When they go them, not all loss forever. Not all loss forever. Also by the Liana, India, to Igija compare is like you. And on the Jari when they get another day, my day by Palimu, even Salama Pasi, which make it. They all of them deep. Okay, I go on people in South Africa. I did say in one day. I never say no man in Japan is running in the frame. In Nigeria, too. Ndi bulandu femano yamala afriko really as a result of politics. I don't get on that eating. Madujano look $100. You got $100 by my own window on the watch. Who better. In Ghana, they say we must go, Ibu must go, we must go. Ibu must go, Ibu must go. For long nights, Lani, and go back. Kamza, Chifu Lakiaba, Chifu Jabale, Abatamo, Chifu Ujabreka, Imato, Chifu Ushuva, Imato. Chifu Ojiakumango, in Kafan, who is there, Rehoman Nawu. Who is there, Rehoman Nawu. The something politicians sign made up, political game upon getting deep. Upon getting deep. Upon getting, upon a Okangula, Emeriani, Mendicano, Emeriani. One of them passed the young one as long you which have from the then in a wool and do film as anybody who can unwilling kid a can Anaga is a Lahakan Diman or Anaga is like a Lahakan. The one ending on Nikanaka Chitaza Credit as a Lily, as a Fata Major, then I know on the one di Chijakani, Tapalimia, I forget Jakani Tapa, one of the Chijakai Tape, came to Mago Chitaka, between the Pamona keep it, if not a I see Hekina, Susan the Hekina, Anna long Roka. Oh my goodness me. Only one is a Chana Haji Dango Banka. Only one is a Helic teacher. Some of you for each fan, Limba Adi, the one Autotundi, but have one lap a near no, it's in the and do without Cindy. What to laugh in the state. Often only Alison de Boa. Mother here and Google and look at it. I'm a look at law and it's well, I'm a lot on you. Get on the man when I live to him here. I did on okay, Garaga. What to new was it? Laugh to put in the near Israel dance in the bomb. It's already swinging long money into the same when you make what I pay, made a lady heavy. Near all of them, my name would do. Well, young so New York. Man, Lana, how lazy. They gave me onto a new Lorna is walking to them. Your enemy will call and say that your mother is working with them, your enemy. They can allow them the order. Who want to also who is in the day called Oka with him daughter. Hey, more trouble. It's a day. Only the house in my boy, one day. Oh, the one day, the or they don't know how to look at it, but they will put them on, even put this in the law. Man, that is taken off it, or taken off by people, or my cage, I will take an attic, either like always do. Get out of the Ireland deal, and when you look all of the Ireland deal of all the Galileo to ban. John Mandan. All the is not at risk, man, and only in Mada. If all I know how far gone to an office, or the kind give me money, I don't know but I know I don't try to have a trip in Chilawaya, I don't know to I don't like to watch each other and I would matter. Indeed, Lano be good. What would now issue? I don't want I don't want a dagger. I don't want a dagger. I did so to live in an only killing. I don't need what is it. All this meeting, people are relating in same way. Did you hold the hotel meeting on it? Between people are relating in so many countries. I didn't do the meeting. I didn't go to the meeting. I'm going to do the issue in which they meeting. I'm going to do yes, as indeed, the agenda will be issue which they meet no especially to know why they want to know. They do. I think when I came out of trial, I knew what I want to try in the Maharani. In the to Maharani, Ali. onye nwere obi whether nwa na-transfer the limit n'ọnwụ ndị kenanụ mmadụ adịsukwa oge unu dị otu njiri na-ada ahasịnyasị mgbacha ma ọ na-adị ji unu mgbacha na ojide akpakparịsị mbọ ya anyị ga-ịnọdụ n'oge ọrụ si ma ajụ mgbe ụfọ ndị eleghị melara Igbo ara ndị eleghị mere ụmụ Igbo ndị ndị ọrụ ahụ ka ndị gara na oke Igbo mmadụ ibere mmecha ya ma m ga aka Adam edosi World Igbo Congress ọhaneze ndị Igbo nzukọ ndị Igbo niile nọ na every part of the world both Asia, America, Europe ndị ego mbụ apart from IPOB ndị bụ agenda meeting ndị ọrụ m si na-amara ndị Igbo si ebe meeting na onye mụ na-ebulata ebe anyị ndị enyi ndị kọrọ anọchikwa abụghị ndị eji ma ụlọ enwere Igbo ọdụ mgbajiri ajụkwala otu nwanne anyị ya si ya biko kemgbe afọla anyị nọrọ ọnọdụ na anyị nọrọ ọnọdụ dị ihe bụ ha anyị mkpa dị ha anyị isi dị ihe bụ ha anyị nke iji ka anyị ji isi isi dị ebe na mbọsị anyị mere ihe na anyị si anyị meride anya site na ha ndị anyị kwesịrị ime anyị gbara mbọ mee sọ ezecute ala Igbo abụla adịghị anyị Igbo nwere ọgịga nga niile achọpụrịla so ụfọdụ n'ime anyị nọdụ ebe asịla anyị ga ebe a n'obodo anyị otu nwanne anyị mara enweghị ya dị egwu ugwu ya gwamere ya achọghara ịlọta mana ndị ya na-eme ahụ nnọdụ ahụ ọrụ ebe ya nọ ndị eju asị dị mgbe ọ ga-ela kaadị asị dị mgbe ị ga-ela naanị gị dị ya ihe asị ọ lawa ọ ga-ekpọrọ ezinụlọ ya niile tọ ga-ekpọrọ nwaanyị ya naanị tọọ naanị ya nga ịlatawa ọ sị ya akpa esi lee nga ịlawa ga-abịadu n'ọnụ ụja ka iji nwayọọ nwayọọ begịnede lọtawa dịka asị ya ọ bụ blọg ezigbo dị ma ọ asị ya mgbe ọhụrụ ọ ga-asị na ma ọ na-ete ma ladịghị ya ga-enye ọgide iji cheta ma ọ nọrọ n'obodo mbụ ala Igbo dịresi ala dịla nke onye benye akwado mba agadi nwoke bụrụ akwara Igbo nwunye si akpara gbara ịhụ nne onye gara nke ndị chetara gị ndị kwesịrị ịla anyị kwesịrị na ike ọrụ ọnwụ ekwesịghị ibu ibu ala ma na-ajụ mmekwụsị ndị ala ilu mite n'ala ilu na-ebe a eme ondidi ime mite n'ala unu ga-ela nna tụngide mite n'ala unu ga-ede ala n'ọrịa tụngara ime mite n'ala unu ga-eji ọkụ kwuru ikwu gaa laa n'ala Igbo n'ala Igbo amana mma alhamdulillah tapos abia asụ dị so Igbo politicians is a very limited we no influence to the economy no awashe ga awari alhamdulillah meeting ndị Igbo niile anyị nọ all over the world ọyọ m si ma jụụ ọ jụrụ na anyị atara anyị nó đã sự thoát lá trở thế này là vẫn buồn này ở chỗ tôi này là cái đó sẽ đúng thay thì cũng xưa không Biafra cũng số ba đi ngon lá tôi là người anh đi được nào là em bao giờ nó đến đi lúc thấy có gì gì mà hoài untuk ganti kalau di sesuatu yang orang pakai itu lah di orang macam mana dengan apa dia mau boleh mereka sering lah orang dari jauh lah so lepas itu orang gini di dia ni orang tu mana ada warga orang itu berarti apa ni emang terjadi ibu akhirnya ada beri apa monthly ini bebe masih nam dekatnya isi waru kita ni kalau beri cici itu apa dia nak beri baju apa pun tu lebih dulu dia biasa jadi kumi pun itu isi arah tu lah mana because itu isi ni kumi isi terancam Rumah isu ni kamu isi ini hebat sih ya ni gara-gara gue baru ya ada tuan bahituan Utah ni betul ya dekat kunci ada kawan ada kawan lawan ada kahiki ada aku apa bangre present ini muli pada ni satu alulah Jadi maju. Oh lah, Allah ada yang putus lah. Ada orang tu ni, mungkin kimi cinta ni. Lah orang ni kiri lagi bukan. Lagi orang tu ni kimi mati. Mungkin lah. Ni hari badan mak. Ini pada ibu sih tu lah. Ibu kuat syaish. Hindi kaya sila mula loko asal malu yang dia boleh wala lagi orang tua ni lagi boleh kita ni lagi badan mah. That is how it is. Our politicians has failed into hindi na lagi. Berapa apa nama ni? Ejiwani, nareko politicians apa lagi? Mana ni bukannya mana ni boleh ni. Lah quella va di mas la potenza ma guarda la ciò voglio se la di lì lo di quella para guardi belare poi tu stai di me sagari ya ma sai la every we have been given for collateral ilani we wallani ilani bayi Onde mais livre não vai mais lá como assim não vive na verdade quando tem já sai nem cada nada isso e beleza aí para dessa área e belo mulher ni já liga ba o fora canchile que hoje na toque e beleza liga ba em ndekani a suwela disso ninguém já sai Chineke mirade bere o fodi ni do ni do ante fodi do ko ndi ko ni me la me ya ko poli mo pare pare ni ma pa ma de ma adi so ni na ko be ki ko tali di ma pa dire ta de ma di ma pa o lo ko ma pa da fu lo o le ko ma ko la pa all of the wa kwa na ni bu ma pa because that the name they just no le bilani gi hilo no ke na ni nya futa no le bila ibe ne ji anye ba a ga sare ya do ima lo ne ji na ni ko yo ko no se ya da ma ba jo no se di ba ma na pa le ya wa ai sai ko ta ba ni ko ma la ma ti ba mo ni ko ni me lo pa sa ko ta very fine Ora se dá de depois do mal que tem como mal para depois do mal que tem como mal lá julam oli tem no juli bem no decade mo afotebo ibu tu ini beri only believe it. Now, ndị gbara mmiri agaghị maybe share metụ ọhụrụ anyị chọrọ ịlọta anaghị nwekwa mmasị ịlụkwana arịla bịa nọsara ahụ. We are talking about insecurity n'ala Igbo. Ndị nwere pụtara insecurity. People we are talking about ndị mere agitation. Agitation bụ mgbanwe dị a. Before the agitation, before agitation, but now the politician enweghị ndị obodo arụ ọnwụ adịghị izu ohi n'ala Igbo. Mgbe a ga-amaba mkpọrọ mere nkọ exist the IPOB, mgbe a ga-agbapụkata politicians in all agitation mgba akpụla measure gwara politicians are those, they are the brain behind the insecurity because you allow them up with the now ndị anyị na-eme ha did they have intention to stay here? No. Don't anyị ga-eji n'ọrụ ụlọ anyị gaa na isi ịbara n'ime ụlọ ọgwụ ime ụlọ n'ime ụlọ anyị ahụ ya dị iche ịkpọchite ụzọ ọhụrụ ọba anyị na ọma anyị na-echefu egwu ọkụ si gbara ya ide egbe ọtụtụ ụmụnne anyị ji maazị Nnamdị Kanụ bụrụ maọbụ ofe mmanụ ọ dịghị ka ọ dị nọ na isi ụmụ ndị na jota ọ bụla gbasara ndị Igbo ọrụ ha ga-echefu echefu ọkụ eji kwụsịrị akụzi naanị histri na skuul adịghị kụzi anyị histri. Enwere m ike icheta oge ndị gara aga mgbe anyị nọ na praịmarị skuul a na-akụziri anyị the origin of Igbo man na in social studies abịakụziri ụgbọala m dịga anụgharịwa ọdụwa Igbo mgbeala m ji anyị ibu na anọpụsịta eji adịghị nọrọ ndị na-abịa mgbe echiche azụ ebe a gawa na otu mgbe m ji gaa skuul na social studies mgbe akwụkwọ dị nọ ndị agara nakwara ịhụ ndị akwụkwọ ndị akwụkwọ mgbe ahụ a na-agụzi anyị gbasara histri n'ala Igbo tigbula ndị ji n'ụlọ ndị ọrụ otu uke na Igbo bọtedosins kwadekwa onye ikuzi ya ụwa anyị ha dị ịchọta ọhụrụ gbasara ala Igbo ndị ka na-akwabe ikpe aka were aka wee mmadụ bịara jụ emebi ihe gị tiri atụ onye akatụ mebichara ihe asụsụ Igbo alawala omenala Igbo alawala ọtụtụ ụmụnne anyị echefuo ile akụ onwe akụ Igbo Igbo ọbụla gbasara ala Igbo ndị eji nwayọ nwayọ na-ebiche mmiri na-ebiche mmiri na-ebiche mmiri ọbụla gbasara ala Igbo na adị m ịchọ otu Igbo na ọbụla ala Igbo dị oh my God gịnị ntị asị m ụfọdụ otu ọgbọrọ ndị isi na nwoke otu ọleji adịghị eze ahụkwala onye asịla ọ ga-enwe emecha afọ ndụ ụmụnne anyị ndị Igbo ọnụ ọbụla ji onwe ya ajụjụ obodo na m nọ n'ime ya nke ịla anya ka mgbe nọ nke ọkpụnwụ elie m ọkụ tọbara ihu n'ozu ala ọ bụrụ m dị jụ unu adịghịle nkụ ndị iberibe ahụ lajọ maazị Nnamdị Kanụ pụta mụsọfụ ndị Igbo anya bụ nna sekọndịrị mba adịghị ukwu ịgbasa mmadụ nwanyị unu adịghị asị unu ahapụ ya asị unu abịa ha akata mgbe ọrụ ọrụ ya dịrị ịtụrụ ọkpọrọ ịbụ ha bịdị ime mgbe ego agụrụ ọnụ ọ mụtara n'ụbọchị taa ọ na-ebu ọgwụ ịrara ahụ n'ọtụtụ ụmụnne anyị iji obodo bịa mepe obodo obodo ya nọrọ ahụ ọ na-ada ajụ ego ọrụ dị enyeghị ijere ije ego ọkụ obodo ndị ọrụ no matter how you are in a wouldn't know the only now, I don't know the chief, if only that the chief, when we open up all the monogamy, if you never even it is safe for you, it can never be safe because one, I want to tell you this. Our politicians, when we came in the alley, we actually feel like they want to get on this safe for you, it can never happen. Or when we came in. I think we could have progressed half of each other. Wow! Yes. The wow. Eji fuolo ọgbara ya si ụrụ tụtụkwa ịgbọrọ ụrụ na-atụtụkwanụ mgbọrọgwụ maka adịghị ama ama as you are in another man's land na-akpakọka ma gbara ladị bụ ihe fụta dịghị gị kọrọ mkpagidere ndị mụrụ amụ ụmụ ịgbaziri ego gị n'ọba gị gọọ ọfụrị ka ọ nwere nri ma gbara ladị bụ ihe fụta MCD MCD Canada, Tony Montgomery, all of the managing for that, Ibasai, by a fine or India, like how I get the with each. You 200 Nigerians, as the case may be, 200 Nigerians are being put in there. Ndị Igbo ole nọ nwa m dị jụụ ndị Igbo nọ na Lagos dị ime biznes ada ajụ ka na ajụ nwoke nọ n'ime ọhịa ajụ oke eji ịgba achụgharị iri njem nkịta daasị dị foto ọdụ akwụkwọ ndị nke n'obodo ndị ugwu ji sente na obodo ala Igbo anyị anyị nwere mfu ebe m dị jụụ ụmụnna anyị obodo ala Igbo anyị ga-ime otu ole Yesu gasị na ala mmadụ amalụ natala ime ekwetere adịghị mma ọ bụla ọrụ ekwetere mma ga-abụ esirila a na-ahụla natala ịdịghị iche echiche ichepụbe kwuru di gị ji mee obodo ga-aba mma ịdịghị iche that is when ajụ ka na nkịta jụ ibe nche n'ime ọhịa ajụ ka na nkịta jụ ibe nche n'ime ọhịa onye ga-esi ala ala ka ego ile enwere ọbụ ile enwere ụlọ bụ onye nwere ụlọ because onye nwe ụlọ ma ala onye dị igbu oge na ka enwere ma ọ bịa onye nwere ụlọ ụlọ ya dị oke dalagị onye dị gị nọchi eji ọjọọ ụjọ gị n'onye achịji te igbo n'obodo ọ bụ ime imele emekpu ya ya sị gị dị n'agadi ụlọ they have said that you nwere ụlọ and you think each to think it will get on. That's why we know now. We lost their life. That's when you live. It's a fool. No, not for a theory. Aging going away. So, only landed the only teach and remember. Oh, not for a being going away. Obviously, only landing the After a minute, 2 minutes, Luna for a poiring age going with. Oh, well, they can point you because in that walk, either long Ganya. Macalo, how much is the lady? When rolling dim by you, you cannot. Chitamani Bunda for a play of lady cheat and leave me. Anyị jere anyị n'ụdị ime nke ọma lekwa ihe ndị Igbo ụmụnne anyị na Ghana ebe unu jikwa njirimara ụmụ ga-abụ mmadụ ndị ọdụ eze ndị Igbo sikwa eze ndị Igbo asịghị Chineke gị kpụrụ ọkọlịsị nna nna Asema ko Hollywood million la hema de hindi lo jide me ko la odin do an Honda. Ablo ni do an Honda. All equal mende diversely by la hema sra all this stupid is in equal. All the maybe way. All the mother and neighbors, but to have the master in the draw. If you are not, I will not have way. Yes, Bible says let go to the man to come. Yes, go to this land, he can pack in. Yes. I was Lama, yes. But I got in of night image of my day upon the name of my day. Never got in to a final. A modern money or only one day, Lord, one over a baby, but how is it? All I need to do is only put the money here. All I do is only put the money here. Onu memang pakaian sungguhnya lagi apa? Sudah lah enggak, boleh jangan korup. Apa itu deh? We have a lot of things lah. Akan dua paling dulu lah. Sekarang gede kerana. I weaken or change the pasal kemarin. Ego alile ai dina la onani. Ego alile ai diru monani. Ai je begere. Bible say, "Edu ragi para monte na ditan chu alile lu." Ulu biefu. Ulu biefu to biefu. Amana so ne pride. You see the man give up money. Amana kutundi as betrayal. Amana kutundi as betrayal. If you want a man to kill his brother, call him, give him money, promise him position. All are the one, and he continued as and his Republican. They want to come on them to the water. I do try the other thing against him, so I made you name. I don't know soon when they need. Oh, now in the garden, I don't know to say, I'm joy I had to I'm joy I had to and he went out. He had your barana, my your barana. And he came among the money. And he gets in my life a lot of to Lord Pocayala. In the gardens, La Hansa, no Chadore Calapara. In the gardens, La Hansa, no Chadore Para. I believe you people say, and again of this land, my name is Simani. It's only with them. It's only so I have now. Now, in the Stop, leave not all women into where I am. One of them and no woman on those money. Really, make it one day. The guy didn't say, I need to phone. I know that I want to keep it. The guy said, I need to phone. I didn't know and I want to keep it. The guy said, "You want to leave on a fan." The guy was lady have a fish lambara. I am the Jew. I took one of the line of lies, Jumia, Jumia, Sapayumia. If I tell you, you can indeed well believe that, get your home with the same adjutant. So now, of Trasla. Arisu, itu kasih jasa, dia lucu na, lah, orang ada pelajari ni. Mazi Iyke, dia ni kan berumah betul lah. Only the people are coming to live with me, sure by him. Ọkùnrin ìmọ̀lẹ̀ ńlá ndị Igbo wọ́n ní Igbo aga ịhụ na ọrụ nwanne ya dị iche ime mara mma enyere ya aka kwado ya ọ gasị eji ụtọ gị jiri ọchị ama site na ọgbọ chefu gbalile ekere ọrụ ike onyinye amara Chineke dịrị iche iche ọ dịrị mmụọ ọmara ya ga-akpụ ọtụ ka ọrụ na enyere ya onyinye irezi ego na chọọchị onye ka ọ ga-enye orite onyinye prọfesi onye ka ọ ga onyinye brichin n'oge ebe onyinye gịnị irezi ego na chọọchị ekekwana na ọ na-eke Ntari gasị mmadụ nwere mmadụ na mmadụ rekọnsal ya adị ndị nwere onyinye amara ahụ ọ ga-adị ebe mgbe ụfọdụ adị nke bụ ndị ahụ ndị mmadụ dị ime mere mmasị ma ihe abụ onyinye amara ụnyaahụ ile ya anya na onye ọbụla mgbe ha gatara n'akara aka ebe onye dị iche ị gaghị ịgba agbaji eji esitụla n'ọgbọ ọgụ ịga mebisiwa ha dị ime ma n'ọkwa n'oge ruru ya gara ndanda la nwaanyị na-adị ịgbagharị ejisi elesi oji ego otu a gị ji ime ịnwata ọkpọghị ruru ya gara ndanda otu enyi m nwoke sị ọ zụkwara iri eri richatara kọpụra tọpụ ọkazi ise mechie ya ị gaghị richa ya iji mata anyị ji akpa iji mata anyị ịhụ nna otu elu ị gara ịtacha ite lee bara dị n'iri ego mmanụ ịzụ nwa mbọtụ gị senye nwanne nwa mbọtụ otu onye mgbana eji na-aga na kọmpel mgbana iburu mmadụ mmanụ ejikwa kọọlụ nwa obere n'ihi ndị agaji ọbịa mpụrụ kọmfọlụ otu onye evula moto iji na-eme ka kọmfọlụ ọhụrụ iburu mmadụ ọbịa mere atụ jisi iji laghara ọga mmadụ ọbara ndị ka na-asị egawala ya bụ ekele otu onye adị m eji onye gbọsọ ọhụrụ gere na mmepe ahụ unu anyị enweghị ike ịnọ chere onwe anyị echiche tụgharịa okwu n'ime onwe anyị hafụ na ọgba aghara hafụ na akpịrị nke ego a niile irere ụmụnne gị na Naịjirịa megere ọ na-enweta mgbe ụfọ mbịada ahụ ga-ama of money most of the governors ndị ibu mmadụ ajụsị unu ji ego gị emegere gị na anyị otu onye bụ 3 bilion otu onye bụ 7 bilion mmadụ ajụsị bebi ego ndị a niile iji emegere ọ sọrọ ọrụ ngwụrọ nna ọkpara otu isi nkụrụ onye ga-ekọga even bed ọsef ị gaghị ehicha na ọkụ ịkpara gị obe gị kpara gị obe ịrụ ọtụ ndị stori bildin ọkpụrụ otu ọnụ ụlọ na-ege ịnọ otu ọnụ ụlọ ọkpara otu isi nkụrụ otu bed ndị gọrọ anọkwara nga defuo ya dị ihe mere na anyị ga-esi ekwesịghị ịgbara anyị uru anyị egwere akpịrị ego ụdị ọchịchọ nke ego na-emebichi ekwesịghị ịgbara ndị ọrụ ma ụmụ nwaanyị uru otu anyị ga-iji mee obodo ahụ ama mma a na-esite akpịrị ego ka anyị fụọ ọbịbị na akpa a na-adịghị nwanne anyị emebichi obodo anyị dị iche iche ụmụ Igbo ọbụghị m na-eju ego a niile ọ nọ n'ụlọ akụ ahụkwara gị nwanna ede rụsara ya onye ụmụntakịrị ọkpara egwu ego ọkụ dị ichefu na moto ka ịzụrụ n'afọ gara aga next 2 years ọfụla na model ndị ọcha agbakwa ọdọ ka ahụ isi tata ịzụ moto ahụ rie nwanne m bụ nwanne m ka ahụ afụla na model adị m iji oziọma bịa ihe gosi m ziri ụlọ zarakwa m n'ezie ụmụ Igbo anyị gosiri iji onwe anyị ajụjụ ọ ga-emasị m ka onye ọbụla bụ nwa afọ Igbo hafụ nwanne na nwanne si ndị amalawala a na-emeje na dị olota anyị ga-iji mee n'ime onwe anyị obodo anyị ma anyị mezie n'obodo anyị ọchịa ndị amadụ echi anyị ka ahụ nwere anyị amatala izu na onye a na-eji mkpakara akpa ele ọbịa na ara echi onye a na-eji mkpakara akpa ya nalikuwa paka bratiji paka kasala au na mbide ndela di awal onye kwa mpakara onye kwa mpakara hapo mama ona ni mpakara kwa mbia na leche ifi omoli moni mari no ngare ko ndi eji kutamu ndo ufo mona ni na ndi bana bu ya o ko nye bu ya asuna mata kesla ndo na ile ngeto kare la ni anga kwa yetu hapo yes probably the visitor come to mona ndi o ko ni bana Ibera hapo tundo was do like tundi kujino le kundi ko ni lo da de da e ko no ata ko so na e jira ka ni bishi ndi ko ayu de tajine ko ta su sigi me gi gori ale ndo ma de ga ne kuna ba ta ga jo ya de Mai masra ni ko lo ne asma ba kan ko ko le an ko bi ro ka so jin ji ta ni ce ala ma ce ga kan nan ko so ji zo ka gara ga da dalilin su su me zo me ai ga na ba so jo ma ne de ba ga ni inde mo ente bi de ba no Ndinga kule tie lisha de pia. Kau ni bukan aku. Kau ndo semana. Apa dia ni nak? Asu tu mari semian, lo tu dan. Tu mari di mana kau tu je cari. Umi, ada medo se. Dua tani di jabu tani dua tani je cari. Mazinan lekana da me ko sai da kwani bani bisa ko kare ban duk tani kime aga da ne laka ma fara na ne wani ma wani mu ma la yin da ya da bai ni me ya ai mu to mu mu su ni nan na ni idan shi da ko fuka my grandmother laid out in those days in Vineland Beach. One thing you just tell my grandmother why put it for those days. You don't live bum. I know to Friday from doing them nickname from the you are Koran, why not go on one I do remember those days. Ông đi chỉ một tí kiến nghĩ để mà nó má vào cái đây chúng ta mình lao về nè ở bộ hình để cho mình cũng phải qua những cái bài cái xử lý cho mình đi cho mình nghĩ là as time to come đi à có bao giờ nó đủ được cái xử lý đã của mình là ok nếu cái ra cái gì mà có đã ai bài nó luôn rồi ai để cái internet ai gì lagi si iriting anak bohong jadi so organikan murunilu ocaru mutakirai kemana thosai hote ghosting the people anak balis no biajo those years some people got mata no agare itu man anak pakata that time I did that really matter my father anak pakata kita adaaju that was as simple no kuai di mulai di hari kita kata mai dah orang ko ini kan bukan doa aku mau dah orang it can never be your orang masculine dok betul di hari kita mau ada macam itu di hari kita mau di hari kita mau waktu kita balali Kerajaan orang Boleh traditional marriage one untuk di Palali bu gara aku punya nodo Boleh dia wedi nodo Boleh dia wedi ayo ya deba Lulu come biari. Ora hikari lulu le unu matra lo. Akwelo. Kali lulu mana lo. Unu kimi akala unu kimi akalo kuyalu. Kali lulu mana lo. Unu kimi akalo kuya. Ayam sememe. Ibonda madega itu. Asa lokoti di fufana fola rotata yi jatum sumun dumri rajum ya pane ba azraga yu la hande ko ke togri mo kala magre wajilam la ande kai ja mo ba ma kwesi aha mefila ama mefila nkem dere mo haide ko gani de paranani Owane skuli kusi also bila lande de wendi kai de parana kai de wala Mama si ndo madega ente kupotita langana mo ngange tiso ma yes da kala wa afu ndo kala chenjela ni magula ada meso fori ke fo fala fo onya hota tanyiji ndo madega ente ngana mo ngange tiso asu potita ya ma bani kuma ma bani tamma udo de ndo ndo Aleka Ojana Ejana kwani Aleka Ojana Ejana kwani
Dewa Mazi, thank you very much. Aleka That was the program, and back to our lineup for the day. You've had the two topics I raised. The one that's hypocrisy, where they conserve theirs and then deplete ours. Another point is that abundance of everything is based on how you use what you have. And if you save what you have more. If you don't save, you destroy, you won't have anything. In contrast, if the white people are conserving their animals, they are conserving their snakes, to a hunting season where they hunt the rattler. Now let me give you an example of what the world looks like. I'm doing particular Tondibo to our people. You are our concern. We are our concern. We have to deal with our issues for the future. What we save is what we own. You don't save anything, you won't have anything. We talk about conservation. We talk about labor. We talk about resources. Where do you get leather from? From animals. And do we have those animals? You cannot go in the bush and you kill. You see the tiger, you shoot the tiger. I mean, you see the lion, you shoot the lion. How many do you have left? You see the elephant, you shoot the elephant. No conservation. How many do you have left? And you kill the elephant and then you take the tusk and leave the remains to rot. But you don't have meat. You have destroyed the source of the tusk. You have destroyed the source of the tusk. If you are clever poachers, at least the most you can do is tranquilize the elephant, get the tusk, and leave the elephant alone. Maybe the tusk might regenerate, maybe not. But at least the elephant can reproduce. That is plant conservation and extraction of your natural resources. And here they have the rattler season. Where they go, they hunt for the biggest rattlers. And it's poisonous, but they have the antidote. Then the season comes, they hunt the rattlers, You see where they measure it, they weigh it. And you know what they use it for? Leather belts and boots. Alligator season, they hunt for alligator, arrow, crocodile. They catch the big ones. And they use it for leather boots, bags, and all that work. That is conservation. In your own case, a little green snake passes you, catch it and eat it. You see a python, that is the biggest meat for the day. A goat, you cannot raise goat. You cannot raise sheep. The common grass cutter you can catch. In your yard, you breed them, abundance, and release them to the wild, and breed some more. You have abundance of meat. You have abundance of bush meat. Now even a small bobcat. You set a trap and you catch it. Instead of leaving it, next thing comes to your mouth is pepper soup. Destructive behavior. Yes, you can have leather. You can have leather products. Based on the program you have. We have destroyed the environment. These things keep coming up. In any which way our lifestyle goes, they keep cropping up. And I have to emphasize on it. You're constructing roads, no feasibility study. Yeah, you cut the road to bring grader and boom. We destroy everything. The rain comes, you got flooding everywhere. Then you have the river banks caving in, expanding. You have gullies. You go to Onisha and we said the same scenario. And then you get the big trees. Due to erosion, they're falling in. You lose the habitat. We're not planning. We can't just blame the white man any which way we go. We must take responsibility for some of our actions. And for them, they come here to tell you destroy your forest, you destroy, then you're the biggest fool. For all of us that imitate their behavior, why don't we imitate the behavior of forest conservation? Why don't we imitate that? Instead, we indulge in virgin forest nobody has set foot on since we started existing human beings. We go there and erect a mansion. And then you come to talk about politics. How can you get these things in order when you don't have politicians that have good intention for you? How can you conserve when they are using the money, the 15 million they give them a month, to acquire massive land? The poor gets poorer, the rich gets richer. And then you have the little portion of land that is left. Any unfortunate animal that dares come out, you kill it. Bushmeat. And the same politicians will use those millions to build their estates. And now you've built the estate. How many people are living in the estate? Where is the money going? The 15 million you're getting a month is not enough. You build the estate, then the money is coming from the estate. Where does money go? The money goes abroad. We are engaged in self-destruct. My friend that made that broadcast about thieves in Abara, it's well said. At the end of the day, I'll ask you, what did you say about Mazi Iyke Peters? What did you say about Mazi Iyke Peters? People must be honest to themselves. Okay, you cannot be talking about justice in one hand, and on the other hand, You're not open. So let's listen to your statement again for our people. Let me refresh the mind of our people. It is good we do that.
For years, thieves in Agbada and criminals in robes have completely destroyed Nigeria. They loot by day and bribe by night. They act as if Nigeria is their private property. And what did most Nigerians do? Nothing. We fool.
Is that false? No, it's not. They have declared that Nigeria is theirs. That's one thing you failed to mention. They openly, categorically stated that Nigeria is theirs, and they are dressed in Agbada. And they tell you that never allow Igbo man to rule. And you're talking about Nigeria. Nigeria doesn't exist. There's nothing like that. If there are thieves in Agbada, why can't you recognize them? Why can't you hold them accountable? They are what Nigerian is. In theory. In practice, nowhere to be seen.
Our arms, we watched in silence. That silence ends now. Enough of the fear. Enough of pretending everything is normal. Let's start naming and shaming the people bleeding this country dry. The criminal tribunal, the appeal court, and the 5 Supreme Court judges who took bribes to...
They are doing it now. Make a reference to Mazi Iyke Peters. You people shouldn't be dancing around the issue, including you. You want to pose as an honest person. Speak about Mazi Iyke Peters, why he's being held, what crime he committed. You have to clear your conscience. When you talk about truthfulness and justice, hold on to what you know that is happening as we speak. You can't be politically correct. In theory. In practice is what we want.
All that illiterate in Edo State should be named and shamed publicly.
You know the illiterates. You allow them to be in power. You know the illiterates, and you allow them to make the decisions. You know the illiterates, and what they are telling you about the Constitution. You know the illiterates, the ones telling you that they will never allow you to have your future, and they will use it as a willing tool. They are illiterates, but they are using their common sense. They are illiterates when it comes to academics, but being crafty, they know what they're doing.
A man who can't lead, can't think, can't even speak with clarity. Mm-hmm. A political errand boy disguised as a governor. Yes. We must start exposing them loudly, consistently, shamelessly, yes, on the streets, on social media. We must also expose.
After that, then what? After that, then what? The one that happens at Lekki toll gate. It didn't take time, they fizzled. Ability to sustain your demand is what will yield you the result. NSAS was an example of it. Instead, they told you, oh, wait a minute, we are listening, we are going to do good. We promise you that Jesus Christ will come down from Nazareth. Yeah, they gave you that promise. They raised their hand. We promise. We promise that Jesus is coming, that the Holy Ghost descended on us, that we have seen that you're protesting, and we will look into your matter. The youths never went through. They believed the liars. They believed chronic and ordained liars. They went back. Not after 3 hours after they went back, they started picking them up one after the other. Mazi Iyke Peters told you That when you want to do something, be sure you go through with it, not halfway. And what did the politicians do? They did the same jinx on the youth. And they still fear you can't even talk anymore. Mr. Speaker, where were you during the NSAS protest? Where were you? Did you come to encourage the youth? That is the way you can achieve your goal. Stand and say, yes, these kids are doing what they are supposed to do. These politicians must step down. No, they go to the house of assembly, they go to the Senate, they go to the judiciary. Mr. Speaker, we've started reading number 2. Where is number 1? Who generated number 1? What was it all about? We lie. Nigeria is a lie. And we lie to ourselves. Now we speak so that you will hear what we're saying. We speak so that you will assimilate, will tolerate. Because that is the truth. That is why you don't like IPOB. This is why Radio Biafra prevails over all these gutter media, brown envelope media that exists in Nigeria. Nigerians don't even know what they're listening to. An incident happens, you can't hear from your radio. You can't hear from your TV. Politically correct TV. That's why I read what Dr. Ruben Abati said. For one time in his life, he made a statement that I never thought he would make, based on his past record. That is a sign of something is coming. Leave Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, release him. He committed no offense. And all these people that are coming out now to talk, one sentence that is sticking in your throat, and you should clear your throat and say it is release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now. He is not guilty. Not just in Igbo. If you Nigerians are very sincere in your program and what you're saying, all of you should, when you finish what you want to say release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now. He is not guilty. Double jeopardy. Never heard of. It's only in Nigeria. The call number is +1 484 767 0848. Live broadcast from Radio Biafra, USA. Demand the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, your son, the prophet. He is taking punishment on your behalf. Dino Melaye went through the same rubbish. Sowore went through the same thing. They released him. Sunday boy went through the same thing. They released him. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they arrested before them. He's still in prison. Because he told the truth. Because he's an Igbo man. Those two reasons. Wanda Biafran, they were welcome.
Thank you, Mazi. Mazi, you see, I hear all these people who run their mouth and act like they're speaking up for the people. I hear them speak from both sides of their mouth. I mean, I hear very dark man speaking. I mean, but the sad part is they don't even speak about an innocent man who has committed no crime. They don't speak about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and they know this man has committed no crime, and they know he has been held in these people's custody, in the DSS custody. He's been held, against his wish. He was kidnapped. It's obvious. They all know it. But for the fact that they're not speaking up is what I don't understand. You hear them speaking about all those other things that they feel is important that I don't see that importance in, but they don't speak about important things like this. If you say you're freedom fighter, you speak for the people, how come you don't speak for the other person? Is it because he's not from your village? Is it because he's not from your clan? That is not right, you know? You know, what I say in Nigeria is people suffering and smiling. Everybody's smiling, but they are really suffering, they are dying. But the problem is they are afraid to speak up. They are afraid to have some revolution out there, you know? They are afraid to go out there and tell the people what they want. It's supposed to be democracy, government by the people for the people. Okay? But in this case, I don't see that's not what we're seeing, you know? These people, what annoys me is these people go to Chatham House before every election. Nobody in that Chatham House tells them to go to the Biafran region and build good roads, and build them seaports, and build them airports. Nobody says that to them. But those people in Chatham House are very comfortable where they live, and they are enjoying your resources, but they don't tell you to go and develop the path that you're taking all these resources from. Look at the smokes coming out of the oil companies you guys are running in Biafran region. Those smokes are killing our people. As the more our people inhale them, the more they continue to die. And it's not like they're going to die immediately for some people who have better immune system. It takes some time, but it's building up in your systems. That's the problem. And you don't even have hospitals. You don't have. I don't even want to say good hospitals. You don't have hospitals at all. You know. So when this problem starts to develop, who is going to heal? Attend to you? You don't have doctors. You don't have medical. You don't have insurances. You don't have affordable insurance. No, your government doesn't care. Your government goes overseas whenever they are sick. Every little time, even they have a headache, they run overseas for a checkup because they can afford it. But you citizens cannot afford it. But they continue to cause problems for you citizens, and you're not speaking up. And the more you're not speaking, people will think, okay, these people are suffering. They're going through all those things, but you don't see them speaking up. You see them walking like zombies, like nothing is happening. No, you gotta wake up. You gotta wake up. Chatham House did not tell them to build good schools for you. Chatham House did not tell them to employ you. Youths, you have after your education in universities, colleges, you have no jobs. Chatham House never tells them to help you to build the schools for you. They never tell them to give you scholarships. You know, even though you deserve it, Chatham House never advises them. All we hear is evil, evil, evil. You see they are developing their own path. The Yorubas have developed their own Lagos. The Hausas have developed their own Abuja. And you, Igbo man, you Biafran is there helping them and making their place more beautiful. And after building that, at the end of the day, they're gonna kick you out and take what you spent your time. You spent all your money, your hard-earned money to build. They'll take it from you, they'll snatch it from you, whether you like it or not. That is not a place to continue to build. All you need to do is to go back to your regions and begin to build your regions. We need to start communicating. All right, let me go to the next topic. We're talking about hunting and all that. We need to stop. I mean, in other countries, in every developed country, you have to license your hunters. They have to be licensed before they go into the bush to hunt. Yeah, they have seasons that go, even fishing license, whatever license, hunting license, But in Nigeria, nobody cares. It's a lawless place. Everybody just jumps into someone's farm. That is why we have Fulanis in our farms. Hunting human beings, not even animals. Killing our people. Hunting our mothers, our daughters, everybody. They see moving, People normally, when you're hunting for animals, you're supposed to have license for hunting. Look at the erosion in the eastern part. The erosion is too much. I hope people are looking around to see what erosion is doing to our land. This is because most people have uprooted the trees that are meant to hold the soil. They just go and just get rid of trees, cut trees down without any kind of without being told to go do it. You just go do it because you just want to do it. It's a lawless place. So that is why we're having all these issues. We need to stop cutting these trees down to save our soil. And this test in Abada, that is the Yoruba people. They test in Abada and they test in blanket on their head. The northerners, they are stealing us dry. They're stealing our resources, everything. How come they don't refine our oil and gas in our land? How come they start to take it overseas? And after refining those, they will pick out so many, layers. There are so many layers in those minerals. There are so many minerals they have to extract from them. And they keep them in their countries and they send whatever back to us and still sell it in an expensive manner to us. My people, please think. We are tired of these people and you need to speak up. Not just speak it, you need to act. React. You're a human being, please react. Act. Move.
They will. These things are interrelated. You can't speak about one and leave the other. What we are blaming ourselves is for us to correct our mistakes. Those mistakes we made, it's better we start now to correct them. It's not out of hatred or just to blame you. We want to say this is what we are doing, this is the mistakes we are making. Now we need to correct them. And when we fail to do that, we will pay the price. Call out your name and where you're calling from.
Good evening, sir.
Welcome.
You're calling from Biafran.
Welcome.
I want to say thank you for taking my calls. Then I want to extend my greetings to our indefatigable leader, Mazi Iyke. The only one the entire war I've seen and became afraid. The entire world afraid of Mazi Iyke because he is holding to the truth. The Bible says we shall know the truth and the truth will set us free. Nnamdi is the truth, and that's why the entire world is afraid of him. No matter what they are doing, the truth remains the truth. You throw it up, it's the truth. Bring it down, it is the truth. Bury it inside the soil, it is the truth. And there is nothing anybody can do about it. I want to thank Mazi Biafra. I have been hearing her voice. You have been trying to put the network, have not let me be. I am calling from the place they call Anambra, but originally Omombara. I am a friend of the soil from Abia State, so-called. From Abia State, I am on some certain things that are going on in this country, but we keep saying it. We keep talking. You are not talking of data. I heard you talking about pleasure. Animal skin. That's not animal thing. We try to raise some things. Some people are busy killing, chopping, because they believe they have the gun to shoot animals. You have said it. Some people cannot raise ordinary fowl. They cannot grow fowl. They cannot grow food. Some more of preserving the skin. These are the things we look for. These are the things that give people, countries, money for our own to eat. Okay, look at tree. People put tree anyhow. The bueno bata, oil pay. Bata. We know what to do. We know the potential in it. This part of the land, they prefer making use of it as firewood. You know that it is full of minerals. People are cooking it anyhow. The Russian everywhere. And if you tell them, they tell you forget about that one. People are dying. Out of there, and ignorant. It was not somebody that went to school that will know something. Passing 6 is not passing 5. We are happy because of this citadel of knowledge. The highest university on this planet Earth is this Radio Biafra. Anybody arguing about it is just arguing out of his stupid mind, and he doesn't listen to this radio. No matter what they are saying, this Biafra radio is the highest radio in the world where the truth is being naked. We are talking about releasing our leader. Release our leader. He committed no crime. Just as he said, because Nigeria is planted on defeat. Nigeria, the foundation of Nigeria is evil. Let everybody go his way and rebuild his own personal house. The house is bad. This building, this so-called Nigeria is like a building full of maggots, full of all sorts of injuries, full of all sorts of things that do not allow people to breathe in good air. You talk of Facebook, and engaging all the Nigeria figures here. And so many other things that suck blood. We are not talking of the Fulani. Go to the scripture, go to the Bible we read, the Bible that the white men brought to us. They know that these Fulanis are evil.
Your line dropped. We must admit our fault. Our business is to point out our mistakes. And let's know that it's not a business as usual. Yeah, Mazi, go ahead. Your line dropped. Go ahead.
The network popping up. So, as I was saying, all the things that you see that are harmful, you see it in this Nigeria. These people are out sucking animals in human flesh, the Fulani. They are blood-sucking human beings in human flesh for their demons. The white men knew that these people are blood-sucking demons. They push them to us, but God is going to punish whoever that have instigated that, who have just committed to that. To say, let Fulanis come to this country, God will punish all of them. From Queen Elizabeth, who is dead, to the person that is still propelling for these people to continue in this country, all of them will die a shameful death. Don't fire all of them. If they don't want to let Biafran go, if they don't want to release Mazi Iyke because of the truth he has said, which can never be buried under the earth. It is the truth that will set every humanity free, and if they are trying to bury it under the soil, which is impossible. If they breathe in British or whatever they call themselves, I don't want to know. If they don't want to tell their Arab boy, the Fulanis, to let them go from that place where they're keeping them, God is going to fire all of them. They will die, yes, that nobody will find their corpse. Some of them, animals going to eat them in the bush without finding their corpse. Some of them will be drowned in the ocean because they don't want the truth. They don't want freedom. We are dying for freedom. Men are dying here every day in this so-called Nigeria, in our land, Biafra land. Men are dying every day because of the stupidity of people, because of wickedness of so-called white men. People that are fake, they don't know that they are fake people. You see them, you say white. What does white mean? Is white the best color in the world? Black is the only color that stands in the test of time. Thunder will fire anybody that will stand up, it should not be released. Let them release that. Our leader have done nothing wrong. Look at all the Yoruba, look at Solowere, look at the other man, Sodibo, and so many of them. Look at all of them. You see, these are our governors. It is a high time. I want to plead, I want to make a plea now. I have been soliciting, begging. Let there be law. Really, that Biafra is not yet officially announced. Somebody like me believes that Biafra is here. I want our leaders, the US, the governors, and the senators of Biafra, if they are that way, let the government of Biafra, which is the US, Directorate of State, and head bodies, head of directorate, let them make a law that will start governing us now, that will start practicing them now in Biafra land. Here as we are living, even here in Nigeria, we should start practicing our own law so that our people, the Biafra, should know that we have a place to go and we have a focus. So that if anybody is found that law, that person will be dealt with in accordance, and let there be task force sent to monitor those things that will be enacted as a law that should be governing Japan. We have had enough of all destruction. We have animals in human flesh in this land because there is no law. Nigeria is a lawless country and we should not run such government. Let there be law that should start governing us now from our years.
There were.
Massive. God save the US. considering DKS, Chebeha, Chebumha, no Mumha. When you see that Biafra, I have an answer. Out of 1 weekend, okay, Jania, Biafra, it's a very anti-Area.
You see?
I'm not Biafra, okay, Mama. Generations can come and have Mama, but I'm not Biafra, Mama. Fortunately, we are clear people. Biafra is clear nation. God is our creator. We are clear. And because of our clearness, the people of the world are jealous of us. Anybody that says we should not exist will never exist. God bless you, sir.
Thank you. The call number +1 484-767-0848. Those that hear our message are now beginning to act on it. They are beginning to understand what we've been shouting all along. Caller, your name and where you're calling from?
And they come from Aba, Onya mmiri ozuza akpọrọ Chukwu okike abịa Onya kere ụwa niile Onya mandatere na anyị niile nwụmụ ya bụ ndị Igbo ndị abụọ aha ya elu ụwa niile ebe niile anyị nọ mana America, Japan, ebe niile in order for us to come back home. Very important, every Biafrans. And don't mind all these governors, all these leaders. Where all of us will be Biafrans again, where they represent us for Nigeria, you can see it. They are the leaders that wants to make sure that all of us perish. This generation, they want to hand us over to the world because of their selfish interest. You people should watch it, very important. So that anywhere you are, if you have not joined IPOB, go and look for any IPOB in Ireland and join. Right now, one family. We are not divided, we are one family, we vote. So that it will not be difficult for the Chikeism to gather all of us together. So that when our leader comes out, he take a mantle and come safely, he is there to take the mantle. He is there. He is challenging the Supreme Court of Nigeria. They don't know what to do again. And all the leaders of Biafra land, shame. You see how the Son of Man, and the person of the Kanu, who Chukwukikadama, allowed to be written in his scripture. That the chicken does him. Onya Keruwa, Epuruku in Exodus chapter 33, and Exodus chapter 34. The Lord orders his people, Biafra, to live immediately. Then, the Lord promises to be with his people. And the covenant is renewed. And the Chukwukikabia Messiah is dead and the Norwegians. That chicken is a male. Nelo to pushing a canal. So that is it. How we come with the food. I have Sigale Henil. Away Gumba. Away the Jaffa Fire Dumba. But the guy didn't know to cock. You guys teaching a lady. Okay, so scheme what them mamita or no. Oh no, my quagga come on. Ghana, they do Sunday FM, Ghana, they left Femga, Natina, not the Quagga, the government of America. Look at the son of the man. Most is of our own time. Exodus chapter 33, very important to Trump. And Exodus chapter 34. Haven't I had to bear witness? No dispute. Every territory of Biafra land, let alone race, test our resolve. We don't want to get violent because Chukwukabia Messiah. This one will be see in face. I see this. See here. Onana told you. Onagahuli. Onagahuli ayo jisuwe. But I'm gonna cry. Okay, more. All the young that's it. Again, also, Tinubu today is taking a lot. Tinubu got to that analysis. That analysis, but if I check how Tinubu have suffered me for starvation, okay, just got to fit this camel war. because of all of us. I cannot abandon you people. Will you abandon me? Will you abandon me? Anamga, mommy, you know what time I go because I know what. I think I don't know that. No, that's what I just got checking. That's it. Taking a good day. Handing over that over to Fulani. You're not a man. That's science. That's the ticket is $20 trillion. 1 year of Pukulane and Trump. Okay, just car. Okay, just car. Mommy, to know what time ago. What did you now? I'm not watching a case upon. No, God, today. Tenepo. What is a witches and wizard? And the Biafrans. Exodus chapter 33-34. We don't even want to know how you pray your own prayer. We don't even care how you worship your own foreign God. We don't care. Every tradition of your land, restore it back. Nation to power. Do you know the plan that owns the world? Are you the one that planted all those trees you are cutting today? Are you the one that gave your ancestors Egypt? I the one that uses their soup is not different from their Fulani soup. And the Fulani, they kill you people, they kill your women. Taking your communities and running away from them. Because of which person? Because you people want Nigeria back. The checkpoint in Biafran, all the soldiers went there for leave when they don't get to come out. Now because of I love you people. You see all this series. Go to the college. Not the Chakelena. Trap will the same food. Tell people that they go back after all in the pay people. In the pay people. But carry a uniform, police, go to their police, go your back to back your land peacefully. Peacefully. And if you don't say you be Biafran right now, they come back home, come build their land. Now that doesn't want to come back home. That is before New York and downtown, all the bush. All the bush. That's it. Oh, my work, I don't know that. Oh, my work, New York, I'm going to I'm president to go over in America, New York, I'm going to New York, will replace the work, come over with any judge. Am I see what I know, Mama? I get every territory of whom I hate. I'm a colonial too. I'm a brother. She doesn't say not. I'm a colonial too.
There were.
I did to plot it to her.
There were much.
That is going to shake her.
There were. Call her your name and where you calling from.
Mazi Iyke Peters here. Good evening from here. My name remains Mazi Iyke Peters. I'm calling from blessed land of Biafra. Biafra is our religion. On this hollow platform is where we worship. There's a Chukwuka Biama, the God of our land, the God of our ancestors is our chief. Mazi Iyke Peters, one of Biafra land, is our leader. He's in the hand of DSS and the evil politicians in our land who does not obey their own law. But when they are travel another man's country, that will be there obeying another people's law, but in their own, they will disobey it. How can Nigeria be feasted by human beings? You know, we are Biafrans, we are not Nigerian. We are being forced to answer Nigeria with gun and bullet against our wish. And we, IPOB, are here to set the record straight. We are telling our people to know who they are. The beginning of a man is to know who you are and know why you are suffering. We are suffering in the one Nigeria. We're being killed in the one Nigeria. And nobody answers question why Igbo people being killed. Now our enemies who think that they can destroy us by recruiting criminals to cause insecurity in our land, thinking that they can take over this land. We are telling them that no, you are mistaken. There's a really men who are here to defend this land and to set the record straight. That is IPOB for you. You are in Biafra land, you don't know
what IPOB means. IPOB means those who are whiter than snow. Those who don't want to see evil in their own land. Those who are standing on the truth to make sure that humanity live like normal human beings. That is why we are here. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a truthful man, a peaceful man, a prince, a prophet of our time. He came and tell Nigerians that he came to bring their solution, the solution of Nigeria. And that is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for you. He brought the solution to them to fix Nigeria the way it's supposed to be. Because when a Fulani man see Igbo man, he know that they are not the same. When a Yoruba man see Igbo man, they know that they are not the same. They are not meant to be in the same continent. All of them know they are just deceiving themselves because of resources that God give to his own children. And you Igbo man, you see these people hating you, dreaming bad news to happen to you, always happy when you cry, always happy when they see you crying, seeing you lamenting. But somebody, your brother is here telling you that he wants to fix Nigeria for them. Please, great Biafrans, there is no way we can succeed in Nigeria. There is no way we can breathe in one Nigeria. British did this to make sure they destroy Igbo race. Why? Because Igbo people, Igbo tribe is a different people who know that all men are born equal. Not now that politicians trying to change the history and our culture. But we are telling them no. All men was born equal. That is why I call all the religious leaders and those who are talking about they are Christian, they are this. That God we are worshiping is one, is not two, alright? Now, you said you are worshiping God, but you have different churches in our land. Everybody was divided. Everybody wanted to have his own church. But you say God is one. Why can't we be one and fight and be one under the same God? No. That is why hypocrisy is in the church. All of them are fighting for their own stomach. Nobody cares. We are telling them that in the scripture, according to them, they are saying, Lord, seek the face of the Lord first. Any other things we added unto you. Now, we tell them the same thing. Seek your freedom first. Any other things will be added unto you. They are saying, that we are disturbing other people. Now I meet one man, one certain time. He said he always know me and know my position. That things we are looking for is what he said is what the man said himself. He said is a tax that can never actualize in this planet Earth. That we are wasting our time. I asked him how, why? It is impossible task that we are seeking for. I asked him why you say so. He said the hand that holding us is not what we can break. I said which type of hand that's holding us? He said the way they are building Nigeria. The way that they are built Nigerian, that the Igbo man can never on this planet Earth leave Nigeria or divide Nigeria. You are mistaken. You are just dreaming. The only thing that you are being correct money to starting dashing all this nonsense, try to discourage many people, but not people like us. We are here, and that hand that are holding us to under Nigeria for us to be slaves. We are going to break it. Wait and see how it will happen. Nnamdi Kanu is in the prison, alright? And he's doing his own job. The whole world now knows that he's a prisoner of conscience. They There is no way Nigeria will defeat us this time around. I tell anybody who are preaching, go and mark it somewhere. We have showed the whole world that we are peaceful people. We can turn violent any day, any time. But we are telling Nigerians to take this thing serious. Call your people round table. You call us by name. You said we are disturbing Nigeria. You can travel to another country and tell them, see. These people are the violent people in Nigeria, that they are answering their name starting with a G, this and that. That they must be killed. That is why sometimes when they are go to Ghana, you hear Igbo man was killed. But I ask you, Igbo man, are you going to fold your hands until you being killed? Who will fight for you? Nobody. The only thing is to stand one family, the way we are. Go and join our family. IPOB does not. IPOB don't want to any criminality. I can bet for you where I am coming from. What we are preaching is Ifunanya, and what God told us is that that's what they look. But you are seeking to be a great man. You are seeking miracle to happen to you. But if how can miracle happen to you? Miracle can come from somebody. That person you hate to over you. I ask you, you who are talking about spirit, that place that you are working, are you working with the spirit there? You are working with human beings. You have a shop. Is it spirits are coming to your shop to buy something? The only thing that makes us speak like this is that we have go around check. How can we solve this problem on our own, in our own hand? We need to love ourselves. Anyị ga-afụ onwe anyị n'anya. Obodo niile fụrụ onwe ha n'anya na-aga n'iru. And ịfụnanya na-ebute agamniru. Ịfụnanya na-ebute udo. Ịfụnanya na-ebute ịdị n'otu. That is what Ifnanya bringing to humanity. That's why we are preaching our people to know that the only thing this is the only thing can save us, because if somebody who know me cannot come to my house and point a hand and say, this is IPOB, go and kill him. He never see me stealing somebody's something. He never one day saw me pursuing somebody's wife. The only thing that I gather my people and tell them the truth. Is it a bad thing? I did it by saying the truth. My brothers and sisters, great Biafrans, it's true that we are being hated. The haters of us is too much. Yoruba hate us. Hausa hate us. Fulani hate us. British hate us. Why? Ask yourself why. Are you going to continue like this? The answer is no. Go back to your family and unite your people. Preach them Ifunanya, how we can save this land that Chukwu Kukabiyama give to us. Our leader said it, time without number. We are not seeking for Biafra to seize all the resources that God will give to us. We are seeking Biafra to preserve our life and control our future and build our land the way Chukwu Kukabiyama wants, so that our children can stay in this land instead of running away from this land. Is it a bad thing he demands? And the politicians gang up against us, continue killing us. Why? You invited your enemy who killed you in 1960, to continue killing your own brothers. Why? Because I have follow one in Anya. Ifunanya is this. Bikonu. Umunem. I don't know. Ebogane mmadụ ibe ka aka ihe duto gị n'ịchọrọ ka egbuo ya. Biko, ihe anyị ji ekwu ya bụ ka onye ọbụla mụrụ anya. Ana anyị na-enwe nsọ. Our children are now scattered all over the place. In the history of the whole world, if you ask how the tribe Nka in the whole world why? Because I am Adoro United nke onye ọbụla m ga-apụta gwuo nwa eziokwu. Why Igbo people ji join and all over the whole world? Because we are seeking for green pasture in another place. Why God give us everything in this land? unite our people. Go there and preach. If you go to church, you religious leaders who don't want people to know the truth, we are telling you, we did not hate you. We want you to start teaching our people the truth about life, how nature works. And tell them that we can never survive in one Nigeria. Igbo man cannot. You as a person, you know this is a truth. You are being hate. You build a house in Kaduna that will destroy it. Call it different things. Nobody question them. You try to, ask questions that will kill you. Call you name. Because as far as you kill Onyibo, when you go to court, you are a free man. Nigeria will promote you by killing Onyibo. That is why they call you Nyame. Nyame man Koge. Because how much that in able to the class, the praise you call your content. So great Biafrans, what we are saying is that let everybody join hands. I had me and I come on, the way say the too much. The way say destroy our life is too much. We will not continue buying China products all over the place. Buying how many things that ask yourself, how can we sit down in our house and China will be bringing all sorts of things that are produced to all of us, but we call ourselves woman? Why can't we sit down and say this something? Innocent now is manufactured car, but the government in Igbo land will leave that car and travel to China, buy jack, come and follow here. And you call yourself Nifro Mubinanya, Ichologam Nilu Nebe Madibegino, Icholagam Nilu Nibolande. You leave your own brother, that is Chaka Jericho, okay, no cinema. Ask yourself that question. What is more to in a Jericho when I want to never know much support ESN. Stay together with our leadership and say no to evil. Be together with us and make sure that you stand on the truth. Don't lie to your people and make sure we are going to save this land. Nobody will come for us. Only us can stand up and save our life. They were watching it for a good work. That's all the good ones who are doing the needful. They were.
The call number +1 484 767 0848 +1 484 767 0848. We do the best, and it is our job. Call your name and where you calling from.
Mazi Iyke Peters here. Ụtụtụ ọma.
Ndewo.
Nna m Chukwu okike abịa ma gbaa gị ume. Olise kere eluigwe na ala, ọ ga-anọnyere gị n'ụtụtụ, ehihie, abalị. Ị ga-adụ ka echi Mazi Iyke Peters maka na echi adagwụ agwụ. Afọ ịnọ n'ala Igbo eke ori afọ nkwọ. Ọ ga na-edu na-eje ala Amerịka USA ga na-echekwebere ihe anyị. Ọ ga na-ebu nwa Chineke. Ị na-arụ ihe ọma. Ị na-arụ ihe Chukwu okike abịa ma zutere ka ị rụọ. Ọ ga-adịrị gị mma. Mazi Iyke Peters wee na-ekele onye ndu anyị Maazị Nnamdi Kanu Ahamazike 1, onye ndị Igbo ji agba mkpa kịta. O nweghị onye ga-ama anyị aka as far as Maazị Nnamdi Kanu stand for the truth. As far as Maazị Nnamdi Kanu stand to liberate his people, to free his people from Britain Empire, because Britain have do us a lot. Start from slavery, start from 1718. Britain is on us, on Igbo people. Take us from Africa to Jamaica. If you reach Jamaica, you will see Igbo people. We are there. From there to Venice, Igbo people are there.
from Belize to Honduras, Ecuador, Trinidad and Tobago, all over Caribbean is Igbo people who constitute is Britain. Go to Haiti, we have Igbo people there. In USA, we have Igbo people plenty. Britain know what they are doing. Britain know what Igbo nation to come back. And we tell Britain that very soon, that Britain you see, you think you fly a British Airways. You will abandon it and fly Biafra Airways. You will fly Biafra Airways very soon. And we will bring our people from Caribbean, from Venezuela to Colombia. Here I am, because we have our people here in Colombia. We have our people in Peru. We have our people in Paraguay, Uruguay. All these people, all these places I'm calling you, we have Igbo blood there. And Britain know that. Britain will come to a store embassy in Enugu. It is a British airline coming to Enugu, Kitamba. Why are they bringing embassy in our land? We pay the money, we pay transport to go to Lagos, Abuja, to board and go to London. We reach there, they bring us back. All our money is gone. Kitamba, we need Biafran nation. We don't need all this fukere you are doing in Enugu. We want total freedom. We want to be free. We don't want anything with Fulani. If we go our way, if we want to help them, we help them. We don't want anything with Yorubas. If we go our way, if we do business together, we do business together. Not we are inside Nigeria and our people are dying every day. You tell me you are preparing to do election 2027. Mother will destroy any Igbo man that will tell us come to vote in Igbo land in Nigeria election. Are you mad to get that sense to brainwash our people to come out and be voting? British, Nigeria, Fulani, Yoruba company. We don't want that. We want Igbo blood all over the world to come back to our land, to come back to Igbo land. We don't want Nigeria. It's Britain that creates this Nigeria that is putting us in pain every day. Igbo man is not free. As our leader is there in foreign land, prison, because Abuja is not Igbo land. It's in foreign land. All of us, we are in prison. If you don't know, P2B, you are in prison. Stop following Fulani. Fulani have no land. Fulani, they have nowhere. That is why they're stuck in Nigeria, killing people, killing Benue people. Which people are they killing in Benue? If you check them, it's Igbo people. Because they are making plans to enter the main Igbo land. You don't know. I will remind you that is what is happening. You import goods from China. It will cross Biafra territory. It will cross Biafra water to Yoruba water. You will go there and carry your container and come back to Biafra land. Are you not a stupid man? Igbo people in China? Can't you tell your agent this container that is going to Lagos, they will cross my land first before going to and we have the same water. Let them drop their own in Biafra water and continue joining to Lagos. Because they will cross our land before to Lagos. If you never reason, you will enter flat from Lagos to London, you will cross our land. Why not put that airline from our land to London? You make our people miserable every day. They want to travel, they go to Abuja, they go to London, they go to Lagos. Why after everything, they will cross our space to go where they want to go? You never reason? Mad people everywhere. If you do your importation, ship is crossing Biafra territory before going to Lagos. 5 seaports in Lagos are none in Biafra land. And you put container, 99% of container in Nigeria is Igbo man. They will leave your area and go to Lagos and offload their container. From there, you come back to Biafra land. Are you not a stupid person? Tell them if they don't bring their container you go to strike there. Use your common sense. Use your common sense that Britain don't love you. They are killing us long time ago. Look at our Igbo bloods all over Caribbeans. All over Caribbeans. They know what they are doing. They know when Biafra come, Britain will come to Biafra and seek asylum. 100%. Because Scotland will leave them, Wales will leave them, all Igbo people in England will come back to Biafra land. What remains again? We have to do the needful. We have to focus and do the needful. Our people are dying. Lagos is not safe for us. Kano is not safe for us. Abuja is not safe for us. You have to pack your bag. Even if you don't pack anything, come back to Igbo land, leave all those nonsense for them. They were
Mazi. They were. The call number plus 1-484-767-0848. I think this is where we're beginning to call it the day. We've given extra time for people to call. We must be very honest to ourselves, so that when we say things, we say what we mean, and we mean what we say. Let's try as a race to address our problems. It's good to bring it out and address it than not bring it out, so that you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. That is not being honest. Being honest is to say, this is our problem. This is where we are going wrong. And this is how we are going to get it corrected. I think that's the most honest way we can approach our issues. And I hope people don't take these things personally. It's a unilateral declaration as it affects Igbo, and let's handle it that way. And at the end, we come out smiling. Not that we hid anything. No, we brought our issues out so that we can mend our ways. Being too kind, being of
Press release, the 27th of April, 2024. IPOB once again demand that Justice Binta Nyako step down from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. The global family and movement of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, ably led by the indomitable and charismatic leader Mazi Nnamdi Okuchukwu Kanu, reiterate our demand that Justice Binta Nyako step down from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. Justice Binta Nyako is already compromised because the federal government of Nigeria is pointing a gun on her head to jail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in order to free her husband and son from their EFCC case. IPOB will never allow the federal government to use our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, as a bait to entice Justice Binta Nyako to carry out their ugly agenda. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot be sacrificed to save the corrupt and treasury looters, Nyako father and son team. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has not committed any offense known to law. His only offense is that he is championing Biafra's self-determination movement. If Justice Binta Nyako succumbs to the Fulani government's pressure and jails Mazi Nnamdi, she will still be eliminated by the same government to cover it up so that it cannot be traced back to them. Therefore, Justice Binta Nyako will save her life and that of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu by stepping down from the case. Binta Nyako must understand that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu belongs to every Southeasterner, and they don't want to see anything ugly happen to him. The calamity that will befall the country will be better imagined. Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Binta Nyako must save their country by releasing Mazi Nnamdi Oku Kanu. We urge all Western countries and human rights organizations like Amnesty International, Human Rights Watch, Inter-Society Organization, and other reputable human rights organizations to prevail on the federal government of Nigeria headed by Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Binta Nyako, the High Court Justice, to save their judicial system in Nigeria. The Buhari government and the former Attorney General, Abubakar Malami, used Justice Binta Nyako to keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case ongoing perpetually. Also, the current government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his AGF Lateef Fagbemi has continued blackmailing Justice Binta Nyako with her husband and son's cases at EFCC. Justice Binta Nyako is under gunpoint to either jail Mazi Nnamdi Oku Kanu or her husband and son will be jailed by EFCC. Justice Binta Nyako is at a crossroad as to jail an innocent man or allow her husband and son to go to jail. Justice Binta Nyako is human and will certainly do anything to save her husband and son from serving a prolonged jail sentence. IPOB understands the precarious situation Justice Binta Nyako has found herself in. That is why we demand that she steps down from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. IPOB is calling Binta Nyako to step down from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. She should avoid plunging Nigeria into an unimaginable crisis. Binta Nyako must redeem herself from this case, or posterity will never be kind to her and her generation. Justice Nyako should save herself from the mess that her husband has put her in by stepping down. Justice Binta Nyako is not the only High Court judge in Nigeria, but she is the preferred judge to the Nigeria government because they are using her husband's and son's pending fraud case with EFCC to blackmail her into submission and to do the will of the government. Justice Binta Nyako's hands are tied and cannot deliver justice for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB. Biafrans both home and the diaspora demand that Justice Binta Nyako step down from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case without delay. She will not deliver a fair judgment because she is under an uncontrollable pressure from the federal government of Nigeria to jail an innocent man to save her husband and son from EFCC. Intimidating Justice Binta Nyako, a wife and mother, to choose between saving her child and husband from imprisonment for unproven fraud or to continue the illegal detention and jailing of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is pure evil. IPOB will not allow our leader to be sacrificed for the sins of the Nyakos, and that is why we repeat our demand that Justice Binta Nyako step down without further delays. Comrade Emma Powerful, Media and Publicity Secretary for IPOB.
Welcome to IPOB Rapture Media. IPOB Press Release. July 12, 2024, IPOB calls on IG of Police and the Defense Headquarters to dismantle the criminal military checkpoints in the southeast. The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, ably led by the great and indefatigable leader, Mazi Nnamdi Oku Kanu, raises alarm over the incessant military intimidation, harassment, and extortion at the Kill and Bury military checkpoint mounted at Ukwu Orji in Imbaitolu, LGA, along Owerri-Onitsha Expressway.
Ndigbo passengers have been subjected to all manner of humiliation, torture, and forceful disappearances at the military and police checkpoints in the eastern region, particularly at the Kill and Bury military checkpoint at Ukwu Orji along Owerri-Onitsha Expressway. The soldiers at this particular checkpoint deliberately keep all the vehicles that get to the checkpoint at 10 p.m. to around 12 a.m. until each vehicle pay them 5,000 naira before they can be
allowed to pass to continue on their journey. Sometimes, after unnecessary delays and extortions by the soldiers at this checkpoint, the passengers are attacked and kidnapped on the way. The soldiers and police officers at this checkpoint are informants to kidnappers. They are professional armed robbers who use guns and uniforms issued by the Nigeria government to intimidate and force people to part with their money, or be delayed till the next day, or even be killed. Similar
incidents happen in all the military and police checkpoints scattered all over the southeast region. The uncountable number of army and police checkpoints collect 5,000 naira or more from each vehicle in the southeast region and make persons and vehicular movements difficult and expensive. The militarization of the southeast region is not only intimidating and oppressive policy of the federal government of Nigeria and her murderous security agencies, but it is also a plan to
occupy Biafra territory. The security agencies of Nigeria also contravene UN Human Rights Commission rules regularly in carrying out their evil plans in Igbo land. The Nigerian government's economic strangulation policy against Ndigbo can be felt by all inhabitants of Igbo land. The excessive extortions at these military and police checkpoints make the cost of goods and transportation exorbitant compared to other regions of their country. Holding passengers at
gunpoint from 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. is against fundamental human rights. All of that done in order to extort huge amounts of cash from travelers before allowing them to cross the army or police checkpoint. This shows that the Nigerian military is part of the criminality going on in Imo State and the entire southeast region. IPOB in the past has raised alarms that the military and police checkpoints in the east are part of the insecurity of kidnapping and car-snatching gangs' activities.
The presence of these soldiers and police officers at various checkpoints has not reduced insecurity. Instead, the Nigerian soldiers at the checkpoints are humiliating, intimidating, raping our ladies, extorting money, and passing information to kidnappers. They are working with the kidnappers who deliver shares of ransom collected from kidnapped victims to them. IPOB is calling on the Nigeria Defense Headquarters and the Chief of Army Staff to withdraw and
dismantle the military checkpoints in the east, particularly the checkpoint at Ukwu Orji on Owerri Onitsha Expressway, if they care to maintain their remaining integrity. The Nigerian soldiers deployed at that checkpoint are part of the insecurity in the southeast region. The checkpoints are meant to protect innocent civilians while checkmating the activities of criminal elements terrorizing the communities. Instead of stopping the insecurity, these military men and
women at these checkpoints are fueling insecurity, kidnapping, angering, and frustrating the civilians on the roadways. The military checkpoints are extortion toll booths and information gathering for the kidnappers. Therefore, IPOB demand that the Nigerian army and police dismantle all the indiscriminately positioned criminal militia. Please don't forget to support the ESN at www.ipob.org. Thanks to IPOB Rapture Media. IPOB press release